away, come number 391. Pouring down into the first turn, and just the 391 goes wide on that turn, and dashing through on the inside. Over on 318, Junior Wayman is third place. They come number 515 into turn 4 they come, and it's speaking down to the 318 from Junior Wayman in 515.
You in the comfort of your armchair at home there, and welcome to the 2001 BriSCA Formula One Stock Car Championship of the World, the final right here at the Hennesford Raceway. As you can already see, things are happening here. It's just after midday on Saturday. We've had some rain this morning, the track got very wet, but right now the wind is blowing up and the track drying up, so there are showers around, but we're hoping it's going to be okay for the big one, the big league, and we're also hoping for a magic 100 car Formula One stock car meeting tonight. If it happens, and it's looking like it will be very, very special indeed. Who's going to win it? Let's go and talk to a few drivers, shall we? Okay, we're now with Laurent Ladisseur from Canada, sitting here in the sunshine. Lovely to see you here, Laurent, and you looking forward to the big event here today?
Oh, for sure. I'm really looking forward to get on the... it's a little different than what we do. There's a little... I understand a little bit more contact. I haven't tasted that yet, and that's going to be coming up shortly. But yeah, we look forward to and maybe take some of this tape back home and show everybody back home how they race over here.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But tell us about what the cars that you race in America. Sorry, Canada. I'm sorry.
Basically, they look, the tires are larger and the motors are about the same, except the big difference is there's no deliberate contact. If you get caught doing anything, you're disqualified and you just can't continue to race. But here it's part of the game and it's different.
Yeah, it's different. Are they, do they call them modifieds, your cars?
Yes, our cars are modifieds. Actually, the Type I race is 358 modifieds. And it's mostly you call shale here. It's clay tracks at home, and very tacky and fast. Yeah.
And some of those tracks I've seen have got quite a fair bit of banking on, even the dirt surfaces.
Yeah, a fair bit of banking, and mostly are quarter miles, something similar to this, and some half miles. Pick up a little more speed, but a lot of bank on some of them. Yeah.
I've seen some of you guys over there. You go free abreast. There might not be any contact, but it's still very, very fast. And good racing, isn't it? You know, you're always side by side. It's all happening.
Oh yeah, it's like being there's no contact, you can race side by side, which is a rubbing and some contact, but nothing deliberate, nothing to put anybody out.
So have you been over here before?
This is the first time overseas, and I've been here for I'm going to be here for a total of 12 days, and enjoying it. I like the people of England very much, and I really appreciate the concern that they're giving for us down over there, for the people that we're losing over there, you know.
Yeah, it's an awful time this week, I must say, but anyway, it's great to see you here and having a go in the stock car. You seen any of the racing at all on video, I guess?
Yes, they did send me a video over, and so I did watch a Formula 2 the other day, which not so heavy cars, but there was some contact there. So.
Yeah, and out there on the raceway, this a pretty fast tarmac track. What do you think of the track? How do you find it? Because I guess you don't race tarmac so much.
Yeah, I find I've got quite comfortable with Mark Gilborn's car, and I look forward to get some laps, some practice laps, because I need that desperately.
Yeah, that's the thing, but good experience, I guess. It's great to see you here, and we wish you all the very best. We really do.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
At Hennesford, the cars are in fact being weighed over here there in preparation for the big race later on tonight. And one of the drivers racing here this weekend, not in the world final, but Rain Rutchins in H15. He's looking good and feeling good sitting in the car there. Nice smile from Smiling Bumpy, ready to go. A former world long track champion, of course, from Holland. So good to see him here. A lot of Dutch drivers here, including we've got Bert Schaap in number 525, qualifying for this year's World Championship final through the British qualifying series. He's in, and we've seen a lot of him over here. A very good driver indeed, knows what the bumper's for, and he'll be giving it his best shot here at Hennesford today. On the SCA videos is the weighing scales. There they are, the all-important weighing scales. Obviously, this is the world final. Rules and regulations are very stringent today, and at the moment you can see Ron Kruder, 217 car, being pushed onto the weighing scales there, and most certainly being weighed, and all the records are being taken down. It looks okay at the moment. They're having a very, very close look down there as they weigh the 217 car. For this year's BriSCA Formula 1 Stock Car World Final from Australia. Welcome, sir, Dean Hawkins. Lovely to see you here in England. Have you been over before?
No, I haven't been here before, but thanks very much for inviting me over. I think I'm going to have a great time here, and the conditions might get a bit of rain this afternoon, but I think we're going to handle it all right.
Yeah, I guess most of the meetings where you race, it's normally very hot.
Yeah, we're talking about 38 degrees, normal temperatures over there. We're likely to get an afternoon storm. If anything, that'll stop the meeting if we do get one of those.
So it's loose, racing on the loose all the time, is it?
Yeah, we have clay tracks, quarter-mile clay tracks, some third-mile tracks. The cars are doing around about 14 seconds a lap.
Cars that you race over there in the Australian Stock Car Formula 2, what we race here in England in Formula 1?
Well, they're a very similar car. We have wheel gates, more the New Zealand style car. Wheel gates a little bit heavier, running 360 cubic inch engines. We run methanol fuel, basically the same sort of thing.
And what about the contact? Is that heavy?
Yeah, it is very heavy. We put a fair bit of contact in, yeah.
So have you seen any of the UK racing yet? Have you been over long?
Yeah, the boys sent over a couple of tapes, and I've been watching them with interest and having a good look and seeing what they're doing, and they seem to be coming from a long way out on the tarmac and having a long lunge at people, so I'll be watching my mirror for that one.
Okay, and how do you feel about racing on tarmac? Are you feeling good about that?
Yeah, well, I quite enjoyed Thursday. Thursday was quite good. Sort of got into the groove pretty quick. I think I just got to use the brake pedal a bit more. I'm not used to using the brake pedal. We just run our cars wide open through the turns, and over here, of course, you're on the brakes into the turn, so I was going to slow the car down a bit more entering the corner. Otherwise, we'll end up with the pushes through the turn.
Yeah, don't want to do that. But anyway, so you're going quite well. So how do you feel about the time trials then? You're confident of perhaps getting a good spot on that grid, because it is important in this event, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go for row 3. I'm going to put everything I can into it and try for a third row start. Okay, well, good to see. Well, we're going to wish you lots of luck, Dean. Thanks for coming over, and enjoy.
There we got some cars coming on from the centre. Les Spencer's going to get out there and have a bit of a go, give it a bit of a blast, and see how it feels. Les Spencer in car number 98, and we've also got Rob Speak coming out onto the racetrack. Meanwhile, people like Tim Warwick back to the pits, maybe to make 1 or 2 changes. Car number 490, Mark Taylor out there on the raceway at the moment, and right behind him, coming off turn 4 at the moment, is car number 434, another very, very fast man on tarmac. That's Ian Pritchard down there. Meanwhile, 318, Rob speaking. It looks as though he's tempted to use the old bumper there, is Rob, but this is a practice session, of course. I'm sure those bumpers will be used in earnest a little bit later on this afternoon. 391, Andy Smith on the raceway right now, front row starter in the world final. 391, Andy Smith is on the raceway, and right up behind. Oh dear, we got trouble up there. We got trouble in this practice session. It looks like the 42 car, and we're going red on this one. My goodness, a couple of cars have tangled and come together, and it is the 42 car that's gone into trouble up there. Robert Staniforth from Sheffield, but he quickly gets the car away, and doesn't look as though there's any damage there, so that's a good thing. The red flag on the... Okay, well, we're with Nick Smith right now, who's on the outside of row 7. Sorry, on the inside. Okay, just moving you over there.
Yeah, inside, so I don't want to be on the outside, not in this race.
Okay, how do you feel about that then, row 7? Is that all right for you?
Yeah, it's fine. I just got to hope that it's a repeat of 95 and all the time. Take myself out, really. I'll be up there pushing hard from the start and just got to try and, when they make their breaks, I've got to be with them.
Yeah, anything can happen. Could be yellows, anything along the way, so who knows?
Yeah, anything can happen. I dare say John Lund will be trying to get the race stopped a few times to move further down the grid, so it could help me as well.
Yeah, now your racing goes back a long way. Super stocks?
Yeah, that's correct. Super stocks are Speedway fan for promoter sport. Done quite well in them. Formula 2s as well. But
Yeah, picked up any titles in the super stocks and Formula 2s?
yeah, English Championship and won the World Cup over in Holland in the super stocks. But only done one season, like in the Formula 2s.
Okay, certainly upset for you along the way.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
He says with a smile on his face. Okay, so how are you enjoying Formula 1 then? Is this better than anything you've raced before?
Yeah, it is a lot better. Wouldn't go back to any other formula. This is the ultimate oval contact formula there is.
Yeah, this is the stuff. And how's the car going at the moment? You happy with everything, the way it's going?
Yeah, the car's going really well. Last meeting here, I nearly won the final. John Lund got me on the last bend, but the car was going very well, so a bit of luck it'll be going just as well in the world final today.
That was an awesome race, wasn't it? That was something else. Was it a hard hit?
Yeah, it was very hard. I had a sore neck for 3 days, but it's part of racing.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, what's it like when somebody, because I guess sometimes you get it when you're not expecting it, and it's well, you just ride it, I guess, do you?
Yeah, you do. I didn't expect that hit. I looked in the mirror and didn't think John Lund could make up that sort of ground, but I was wrong, and he did.
Yeah, so you're hoping he's not going to quite catch you a little bit later on tonight?
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I'm going to be long gone by the time he comes through.
So do you think, you know, obviously everybody's got a chance, anything can happen, and, you know, are you confident, do you feel that you could be there on the podium at the end of this?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to try anyway. Try my hardest for it.
Okay, tell me this, Nick, if Nick Smith doesn't win the world final tonight, who will it be?
If I don't win it, I reckon it'll be Rob Speak.
Off at row 2. Do you think it's all going to happen on that first corner, or...?
Yeah, I do, because I'm going to be pushing on the first corner, so something's going to happen.
Okay, well, we'll watch and see. Okay, Nick, thanks for talking to us, and good luck to you.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Just look at this. Nick goes back to work straight away, and just look how clean the car is. They're going back, polishing the whole crew, in fact, polishing the car. This one is going to look absolutely fantastic under the lights. So, in fact, now with the reigning champion of the world, and that is John Lund, as the number 32 Netherlands car rumbles noisily by. John, good to see you here.
Nice to be back, yeah. I've missed stock cars this year. It's been a hard year.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a year for you, but you came back with a bang, didn't you, when you came back here to Hendersford a couple of weeks ago?
I think it was frustration for being cooped up for so long.
Why did you go for it?
Well, obviously I knew if I won it would be my 200th final, and just the way the race unfolded, you know, it just came my way for once.
Yeah, we're just talking to Nick Smith, actually, who said I could see it was a long way back, but and then suddenly, ouch.
It was quite a long way, but I thought it was quite doable, so we had to go for it.
Well, you certainly got that one right. Okay, it's good to see you back. So you're obviously on form, despite only, doing a couple of meetings this year, I guess?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm probably still a bit short of proper racing, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay, this, yeah, it's a big race here. I've got a lot of cars in front of you, and a lot of big names and everything. I suppose it just depends, does it, on what's going to happen in this race?
I'm hoping there's plenty of action at the front. There's half a dozen drivers at the front, all capable of winning, and I'm sure the other drivers won't want them to get too far away. So if they all get stuck in and I manage to get through the field, there's perhaps a chance of getting the podium, you know.
Yeah, so you'll certainly be going for it. But we've got Frankie Wayman Jr. up there, and we've got Andy Smith, we've got Rob Speak. What do you think might happen on that first bend? A lot of people speculating on this one.
I'm quite pleased on where I'm at, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, so how's the car then? Are you happy with the car, the way things going with that?
Well, it's officially my Shale car, which we raced on Shale at the start of the year in Coventry and Skegness. And we thought we'd just try it on tarmac, and it seems to be going quite well, so I will stick with it.
Okay, so that's good then. And on Thursday, did you have a run out in it on last Thursday on the press day?
Yeah, we came for a swim.
It was a bit wet, was it?
Yeah, it's rained nearly all afternoon, but we got the opportunity to try wet tyres. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll wish you well. Good luck from the back there, and we know you'll be giving it your best.
As Bev would say, doesn't get any better than this. The fastest stock car track in the country. the biggest names in the finest formula in the country. Mark Gilbank, John Lund, Rob Speak, Paul Harrison, Junior Wainman, Andy Smith, Peter Foulding, Henk Jan Ronitz, Nick Smith, James Potter, Gary Castell. These are the names that are going to pepper the world final lineup here. This race, 20 laps, is going to give us a great insight into the whole thing. About 24 cars out there. There will be 36 in the world final. Half as many again. And this is going to be some race. Sean Tilley pulls off. Derek Ross leads them off in the 283 car as we get ready to rumble. We're racing.
Racing we certainly are as the big league once again roar into action around this hence for ball. All of them, and we've got Derek Ross in the lead in car number 283. Dan Driscoll in car number 174 in that second place. Struck out on the far side just a little bit. On Rogers in car number 271 as Punter goes through and on. We've got a big hit down there involving Wallace. What it comes in car number 39 and what could well be Ivan Pritchard in car number 434. Meanwhile, back on front, we've still got Ross in the lead in car number 283 from Driscoll in car number 174. It was Pritchard who was involved in number 434, but he's back on the racing line and performing again. Nick Smith in car number 51, Keith James in car number 250. Ross the leader in car number 283. Then a whole big cars this team Cooper going into fourth place in car number 22. Right, so we got wave yellows with the leader being Derek Ross in car number 283.
Well, the wave yellows came out just as the stranded car on turn 2 got himself going. He was just paused on the racing line off turn 2, and just as the yellow instruction came out, 39 got it going. That's a shame. Warwick Ellis in 39. But the rule is count to 10 and then make the decision. That's what the steward did, and just then 39 got a bit of locomotion. That changes the face of the race slightly. James Potter was playing catch-up in the number 10 car, but the race leader is coming off turn 4 now. Plenty of laps to go in this, and that will be an interesting development because the race leader got a heck of a jump on the rest of them. But now Derek Ross has got it all to do as the big names start to line up behind him. Final grid we got there. Then we got Gary Castell. Then we got Mark Gilbank in 21, Paul Harrison in number 2, the 111 car moving through, Neil Mellish. Then the world champion John Lund with a buckled rear tyre. 61 cruising through, then it's Rob Speak, then it's 73 Rob Cowley, then it's the Dutch, and we've got a green. We're racing.
Once again underway. All that power comes on yet again. Driscoll has gone into the lead in car number 174, Derek Ross in car number 283, James Potter in car number 10. Still just losing it there, losing a bit of time as they come out of that turn. Driscoll in car number 174, trying to get away, comes down number 10, and Steve Cooper moves up into third place in car number 221. Mark Rogers goes a little bit wide in car number 271, through on the inside goes John Wright in car number 120, with Nick Smith chasing him hard in car number 51. In the lead in car number 174. In that second place, 51 Nick Smith trying to get past John Wright. He car number 128, but Wright shuts the door very firmly on him. Down that far side, Scullen in there as well. He car number 152. The pace of these cars around here is absolutely tremendous. With 174, 221 and number 10. Bit of a trouble there for John Wright, car number 128. As he goes out wide, Nick Smith goes through to move up a place in car number 51. Smith also gets a bit of a helping hand from Scullen in car number 152, and he too moves up a place. 174, the lead car over on that far side from Steve Cooper in 221. Nick Smith in third position in car number 51, followed by Scullen in car number 152, Potter in car number 10, and John Wright in car number 128. Whilst Wright was sorting himself out through on the inside, Andrew Smith in car number 391, and Smith going very, very quickly indeed. He's now at the side and swept majestically past the 152 car. Still Driscoll in car number 2. Mark Gilbank in trouble in car number 21. Really, and John Lund as well looked as if he might have been going in there. and Speak gets another little nudge. This time from Junior Wayne winning 5-1-5, and Speak hammers his way down, maybe in an effort to try and return the compliment if he can get close enough. That could be interesting as we move very soon into the second half of this event. It's still Driscoll in car number 174 from Stephen Cooper in car number 221, and number 51 in that second position. Then comes Andrew Smith in car number 391. Paul Harrison in car number 2 sneaking through there as well. From John Wright in car number 128, it's coming in 152. The NZ number 11, Brian Musgrove, in a spot of front over that far side. Off goes Gilbank in car number 21. We're moving into the second half of this one, and the pressures are coming on now all the way around. Just look at this. As Driscoll in car number 174 leads, but right behind him is the Stephen Cooper car number 221. And Utley's got a problem with the flat rear tyre. That holds Nick Smith back just a little bit. It holds him back, but he's now through in car number 51. And chasing after him is Andrew Smith in car number 391. Bit of trouble down there for John Ryan, car number 128. Utley pulls off with that flat front tyre. We've got a problem over on that far side. Neil Mullish right in the middle of the track, car number 111, but he should be all okay. Just keeping an eye on that situation there as they come roaring through yet again. And it's still Driscoll holding on in car number 174. With Stephen Cooper in that second place in car number 221. Then comes Andrew Smith in car number 391. And Nick Smith in car number 51. And Paul Harrison in car number 2. That's where they are with John Lund coming into the picture now as well in car number 53. We're well into the second half of this one, and look, oh, and away goes Driscoll in car number 174. He was helped there by 221, Stephen Cooper. Stephen Cooper in the lead now for Andrew Smith in that second place in car number 391. Andrew Smith chasing after the 221 car. Stephen Cooper coming up into third place. Paul Harrison in car number 2 taking the outside berth, and we've got a whole heap of problems over that far side. You're all right. Only a flashback over in car number 174. Everything all right there as the 5-lap board is being prepared, and they come racing through. It's Andrew Smith in car number 391, who's now taking the lead from Stephen Cooper in car number 221, followed by Paul Harrison in car number 251, Nick Smith, and then a gap until you come to John Lund in car number 53, giving our eyes on the lead as they come roaring through again. Andrew Smith with the 4-lap board being shown in car number 391. From Stephen Cooper in car number 221 in that second place. Paul Harrison third in car number 2. By the look of it with Nick Smith fourth in car number 51. Then comes John Lund in fifth place in car number 53, followed by Rob Speak in 318. Gary Castelli in 247. Still flying round here, and there's a whole heap of trouble as they come out of that turn. Who's it going to be as they come rattling through there? Well, it's getting all a bit gruesome there. My goodness, the bumpers going in, all sorts of things happening on that turn over on that far side. Absolutely incredible as they come through again. And Stephen Cooper's departed in car number 221 as the leader comes in. Nick Smith is there, and John Lund has moved right up surely after that one. It looks as if Lund is right up there in second place, but he goes hammering down there. Nick Smith in car number 51, and he's having to go. He's put Smith right out on that turn, and it's John Lund who comes through, and he's taking it, and he goes down, and John Lund takes it. What a finish! Have you ever seen anything like it, ladies and gentlemen? John Lund wins the final, and just look at the appreciation and the applause from all around this raceway. John Lund, the 53, takes the final, and boy, oh boy, did he take it in fine style. Absolutely amazing. And the world champion who'll be defending that title in car number 53 in just a fortnight's time says, hey, you better not forget me because I'm still very much alive and kicking. Okay, and the stats, ladies and gentlemen, that is John Lund's 200th final victory in his career. That is the 200th victory for John Lund throughout his career. Absolute magic. And okay, well, we said there'd be plenty to talk about, Mark, this afternoon, and by golly, we've got something right.
My goodness me, that was totally stunning racing. The hits going on around this raceway were just the hardest I've ever seen, I think, on a stock car track, or for a long time. That was old-style Formula 1 stock car racing at its very best. John Lund, ladies and gentlemen, John Lund. He's going to put in a stiff performance in 2 weeks. John Lund, final winner.
Okay, we're with Mark Gilbank in the pits now, getting ready, preparation going on for this big one here today. Now, on Thursday in the practice laps, everybody said that Frankie Wayman Jr. looked the fastest. He certainly looked very good indeed. But when they checked the lap times upstairs, it turned out that you actually got the fastest time on Thursday going around there. How do you feel about that?
Well, I consider that to be a very good achievement, seeing as 2 weeks before I got to put it wall here and bent chassis, snap chassis, and we had to straighten it all out just to get it for practice day, so we got it spot on, so I'm very pleased with that.
So how's things going at the moment? Obviously working on the car, preparing it. What are they up to at the moment? Just going through everything?
We just changing tyres to dry tyres to go and put it on scales and set it up because it was raining on Thursday, so we've left it in case it was raining today, but it's nice and fine today, so we're changing tyres.
Okay, well it's been a good year for you, I guess. Certainly been an exciting year.
It's been a very good year. I've been racing 10 years now, and you know, I'm doing better every year. But this year I've got, you know, 2 good cars, and I've got 2 nice new engines in for beginning of the year, and things are looking up. It's going well.
How do you? Are you happy on this track? Do you enjoy it?
I don't enjoy it when I'm winning, but that's the same anyway.
What about the grid position? How do you feel about that?
I'd prefer to be on inside, but it'll not take me long anyway to get to the inside, I wouldn't have thought, so we'll just see. I don't want to be on front row inside where Andy is. That's not a very good place to start, I don't think.
Yeah, can you see? I mean, you never know. Something might happen on the first corner, it might not. You just never know. What do you reckon?
I think it's definitely going to happen, and I hope I'm on inside to take, you know, to take the inside line and get out in front.
So you're up for this, you're serious for this, and obviously feel that you got a chance. You know, you could be there. Who knows?
I've got as good a chance as anybody. I've got a good car, and I can certainly drive it. So we'll see what happens. Hope I win it.
Well, what about your semi-final? Just tell us a little bit about your semi-final.
Well, I had my semi-final again with young Frank and Rob Speak. So I mean, I had a good chance at winning that. I went through to the lead, and then they took it back off me, knocked me back to 4th, and then I come back past Paul Harrison and finished 3rd. So, you know, I've been racing with him. It's through semi-final anyway. So I mean, World Final's just a bigger version of a semi-final, but I can't afford to pass him. I don't think today. I think I've got to put him away to pass him.
That's what it's all about. This is the final, isn't it? If you don't win today, who's it going to be?
If I don't win today, it'll probably be Rob Speak if he makes it around 2nd corner after he's buried Andy Smith.
There's a very nice little driving, 525. There's 117, Rob Scullen. Lucas Stein, 237 and 34 cross side. 21. Oh my goodness me! Sending through. Colliding with the street first, America's in 39.
With Gary Castell here, who's on the 4th row inside, just behind the 2 top foreigners. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a safe place to be. Would have been nice to be on the front row, but probably the way things will go in the race, I would think it's probably a safer place to start than at the front. So
you're serious about this. It's a 4th row start, but you've most definitely got a chance and got a fast car.
Yeah, we've only ran the car once, which was here last time on the short ovals. We ran it in Venray as well, but it seems to be going all right. We've altered it a bit since then as well, so we really need to test it today just to see if we've got a little bit more out of it or not, and if we have, I don't think there's anything out there that will be as quick as this. So you know, I think we'll be if we're in the race, we'll be there. Like,
Yeah, I mean you've really fast, awesome performances through the year on tarmac. Is this a track that you enjoy?
yeah, I enjoy the faster tarmac tracks anyway. I just seem to like it on big tracks, and but we've had a lot of bad luck as well through the season where we should have gone well and won races. We've not. We've had bad luck. We've got knocked out and for silly little reasons. But hopefully today our luck will come right.
Here we are right now with one of the New Zealand entries for the big world final here at Hellersford. It's the New Zealand at number 11. That's Brian Musgrove. Brian, good to see you over here. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's good to be here, Nick. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Not as confident as I'd like to be, though, at the moment with the car, but we are making changes, and hopefully that'll be for the better.
So you're racing over there in New Zealand. You fellas going pretty hard, don't you, with the contact thing?
Well, yeah, the contact thing is a big part of racing in New Zealand, but also we do race on dirt, not on tarmac, so the feeling for the car is quite different, really.
Yeah, I can imagine some of the, we just spoke to the Canadian guy, well, he doesn't race contact at all, so it's all brand new to him. At least you got that experience.
Oh, certainly. I don't think the contact's going to be a problem here today. As I said, just getting the car where I feel comfortable with it. If the car's right, I'm right.
You've been out already. How did it feel for some practice?
We weren't too bad. The car's pulling violently to the right under braking, and I had a couple of occasions there where I thought I was going to clip the fence, but I managed to save it. Just a little bit of understeer going into the turn. So we're just working on that, and hopefully we can improve that corner entry and exit, because really that's where the races are won and lost, and that's where all the time gain is.
I think you've been over before, haven't you?
No, this is the first time here. No, this is the first up for us. First time in England as well.
Oh well, really? So it's quite an interesting trip for you.
Oh, it's been a very interesting trip actually, and the Be Warm team here have been excellent hosts to us, and really looked after us and taking us out sightseeing and giving us a few laughs, and it's been good.
How do these cars differ from yours, the ones you race in New Zealand?
They really are quite different. They do look similar from a distance, but when you get close to them, the suspension technology is not as good as we have in New Zealand, or not as advanced. But I think that's a ruling thing here, that you're limited to what you can run. And but of course the horsepower here is nearly, we run a 400 horsepower engine at home, and this particular car here is 600, so there is a considerable difference there in the power, and that does take a little getting used to.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting a bit later on tonight, but tell me, in New Zealand, have you picked up any titles, anything like that at all?
Oh, yeah, we've run a lot of things in New Zealand over the years. You know, we've been the Wellington champion a number of times, and runner-up New Zealand champ, and runner-up 240 champ. We've been the Taranaki champion, the Anzac champion, and we've done fairly well really over the years.
Yeah, you really have. How long have you been racing?
Well, I started in 1979, and I raced till 1990, and then we had basically 8 years off, and we've been back. This is the third year we've been back racing, so there's been a huge change even in New Zealand in the technology of the cars, the horsepower of the engines, and the speed that the cars are going over there, but it's enjoyable. You
got time trials to do. So how do you feel about that? Obviously, I guess you want to get on to that row 3. It's so important in this race, isn't it?
Well, I think row 3 or maybe row 6 might actually be better than row 3. I think if it was raining, I'd be happier actually. But yeah, we've got those changes to make to the car, and it's a little bit unfortunate we can't go out and try those changes. So we'll go straight out into the qualifying time, and hopefully we'll have it right.
Okay, we wish you well, Brian. It's good to see you. Enjoy the meeting.
They each have 3. He's finding it a bit tricky on the far side. It may well be slower than his first outing, I think, Bev.
Yes, Nick, he's obviously got a problem.
And of course some of these drivers new to this Hensford circuit, and they've got it's a baptism of fire for them, Bev, because they've really got to get themselves sorted out, else it'll all go pear-shaped in the big race.
Yeah, it certainly will do. We've got Axel Neese out there again now, and this man, well, more than capable of springing a surprise or two. That's quite a reasonably fast car that he's got there, and who knows what might happen. Axel Nice then finishing his second effort.
And we can tell you, ladies and gentlemen out there on the raceway, that the fastest contender after that first session is Ron Krunder. Ron Krunder with 15.59, fastest man out there. Barry Pajewski is running second, just a fraction of a hundredth of a second behind. But Ron Krunder leads it at the moment, Nick.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, and certainly very exciting indeed. And Ron takes fastest time. Very, very serious man about his racing at the moment. We've got New Zealand 11 out there on the raceway. This is Brian Musgrove. First time over here. In fact, he's finished his time lap now and pulls on to the centre, so we'll be coming through with a time very shortly. Bev.
Henk-Jan Ronitz again in car number 240, belting down that far side. Doesn't look particularly fast on that occasion, but across the line, that's his second effort, and we go back to the number 1 car of Dean Hawkins from Australia. He's the man that's now on his rolling lap and about to go through as the green flag drops. He's on the clock.
Yeah, he went well in his first outing, did Dean, but this time he's got to improve on it if he wants to get one of the top placings. Remember, the first overseas entrants are sitting on row 3 of the grid behind Rob Speak and Rob Cowley. That's what they're going for. Oh, look at this on the turn once again. Understeer of your name. Gerald Fiddler, you've seen a bit of understeer in your time, and that was certainly understeer.
Yeah, I was saying earlier on to Bev that it's a real baptism of fire for some of these foreign drivers. They've really got to get to grips with this track as quickly as possible, because in the big race, the big final, it doesn't bear thinking about should some of these drivers get it all wrong.
Well, if they do get it all wrong, it'll be all wrong big time, there's no doubt about it, because it's a very big field of cars out there. There's the that's just finished his time lap, and Ron Kronder's the next man out again. Kronder in car number 217, already clocked a good one, and this could be equally as fast. He goes straight into turns 1 and 2 there. Well, the brakes come on, you see him going away.
Yes, Ron Krunder out there in the 217 car was the fastest contender in the first outing, and he's looking to improve on that. He's looking to improve on it, and as he comes off the turn, it's checkered flag time this time. And let's have a look. Let's have a look if he's improved on it. Ron Krunder, 15.45 in the first outing, 15.49 in the second.
Jack Valek, the man that's out there again now in car number 27. Jack pulling it away down that far side, hoping to make up a bit of ground.
H240, your quickest driver at the moment. Ron Krunder has been overhauled. H240, your fastest driver, Bev.
Well, it was predicted, and if it remains like that, it'll be no surprise to some of us. We've got number 35 out there now. That's another one of Dutchman, Fred Hink, in car number 35. He goes nicely into that turn again. That's his second one, I think. Powers it down the far side. Against the clock all the time, puts it in 2, 3 and 4. Meanwhile, another car moved on track. This is the one that matters as
So let's have a look at the time so far as our next driver comes out onto the raceway. Just one more to go. H35, 16.15, H15.84, H217, 15.49. There's a few times for you as our next driver comes out onto the raceway.
And it looks like the New Zealand 11 now queuing up. He's the next driver out on the race. So he's in fact the Netherlands 32, I believe, Bev, out next.
Yeah, well, that was just Dirk Rodandus in car number H29 that was around there. Here's another one of them already. And Axel Nice, I think, again in, is it? We'll just check that. 32 it is indeed. Axel Nice just pulling away around that top turn again. Checker flag being prepared, and down it goes.
Okay, so the next one then, I believe, will be New Zealand 11. Here he comes, looking for that green flag as he puts the power on, going down the straight. That's Brian Musgrove, ladies and gentlemen, nice fella. Done an awful lot of racing, a lot of racing experience over there in New Zealand, where the contact racing is very, very hard indeed. It's his first ever trip to the UK. He's here to enjoy himself, and there's the checkered flag for Musgrove as he crosses the line in New Zealand 11.
And here's this fast man again, Henk-Jan Ronitz in car number 240. Really belting around there. Let's see if he can pull up on that one.
Yeah, sitting second at the moment. He was overhauled by the other driver, but he needs to do something here. This is his final go for Henk-Jan Ronitz as he comes off the turn. Pedal to the metal off turn 4. Checkered flag time. We'll give you all these times in a few moments. They're all being calculated by the computers as our next driver comes through.
And that's A1, Dean Hawkins, the Australian again. He powers it round turns 1 and 2 again, goes out a little bit wide as he exits from turn 2 and then hammers it down the straight, knowing that this is vitally important.
Yeah, it certainly is very important indeed. Here he comes in, number one, the top Australian, looking for a good finish in row 3. He'd love to be there, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to be there.
Later this afternoon, pretty much practice and overseas practice going on now. Drivers getting an opportunity once again to get used to this big Hensford Raceway.
Yeah, okay, so these drivers then get 5 minutes to practice all fair when you remember some of these drivers over in the UK for the very first time, and certainly they will need the practice out there, so you can hear the cars firing around, and for the next 4 minutes or so then, we watch the overseas entries for this Hensford World Final of practice.
Well, these cars are certainly rattling around here. Jacques Alec in car number 27 down there. Declan Anderson, car number H29, he goes through. And Jan Ronitz in car number 240, floating down there very nicely indeed. NZ11, Axel Nice. And Australia won, along with the 21 car of Henny Cuppins, in fact, out there. Ron Kronder, car number 217, another man who could be in with a chance. How he would like to take the championship trophy back to Holland. He certainly would, there's no doubt about that. However, we shall see just what happens later on.
Yeah, Ron Kruder there, row 3. Ron Kruder, I think it's going to be, my goodness, he looks so. Actual fact is the New Zealand 11 of Brian Musgrove. There he goes, speeding down the raceway, and this practice really is what he needs. He was talking about setting up the car earlier, and said he would really have liked to got a bit more practice in before setting up the car, but that's the way it is. And there he goes around the raceway as this 5-minute practice session for the overseas entries continues.
So they've just got a few more laps to do after this practice session. So we're just seeded through to the end of this lap. 4-lap board going at these drivers, just getting this valuable experience, just to see if they can put it all together in time for the big event, which is not long ahead now. That's a certain. The atmosphere already beginning to build around this big raceway here at Hensford. And I think that...
But what they're basically saying is, you stay away from me and I'll stay away from you. I mean, Paul knows he's starting behind Rob, but Paul's got it all measured, because by the time Rob has done Andy, and Andy's done Rob, and Rob has done Gary, and Gary has done whoever it is, pieces. There in the front, and Paul's going to be there waiting, as he often has waited in the past, to be the true taker of opportunities. Is that how you read it, Paul?
I haven't really looked at it in too much detail, to be honest. I've just come here to enjoy myself today. I'm not going to give us any pre-race predictions or anything like that. I just want to go out and enjoy myself, and anything I come out with is a result, so let's hope everybody enjoys the day.
Did you come down on Thursday?
No, I didn't come down, no. I've been at it for a few years now, and this is my 14th World Final. I think if I can't get round now, I never will, so I didn't think I really needed the practice.
So it's a laid-back Paul Harrison, expecting to do it if it all falls his way. That's the spirit, Paul. All the very best. Hope you have a good race.
Thank you.
Rob, the surname might be Speak. He's won a few Formula 2 World Finals, but he made a bit of a mess of the Formula 1 last year. Second time around for Formula 1, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We'll try and do more than 6 laps this year.
Didn't even last 6, did you?
Oh, 6 laps it did,
6,
yeah. Including the rolling lap.
You've obviously concentrated on this Jamie Davison car. You feel comfortable in that one, do you?
Yeah, it's better than mine because I've sold it. So
that's right, obviously.
Yeah, it car goes well. We're enjoying racing it. That's all that matters.
Did I see you change back to a 4-link front end?
Were you looking?
I was looking.
Yes, we've changed back to 4-link, yeah. Just
try. Is any significant difference?
No, we had it all on the car once and took it off and just tried it. I don't think there's much difference. We're just playing about with it to build a new car, that's all.
It's a lot lighter than the first Elite you had, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right on the bottom weight limit. The weights on the car are very good, so mine was engine were too far forward and things. Terry built Jamie's a bit different, so and then Frankie Wayman altered it, made it better, so it's good.
Well, you're 2 years into Formula 1. What's the verdict?
Yeah, it's good. Really enjoying it and enjoying your racing. That's all that matters. The results come after that, don't they?
That's right. Well, Rob, got the name right this time. It would be nice to see you win a Formula One final. Whether it's timely, I'm not sure. There's a lot of drivers out there who've tried many years and not succeeded. Like that poor Paul Harris who just wandered away. There to pick up the pieces when you do somebody else and somebody else does you.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't think it's time for me. Yeah, I don't think I've learnt enough. I don't think I'm right there on the pace yet. Going well enough, winning a few races, but not quite there. So if it's there to win, we'll be trying. But I don't think so.
It's a very different set of problems with Formula 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's totally different. If anything, Formula 2's with a disadvantage. I keep trying things I would have done in that, and it doesn't work. So it's like learning again. You have to forget what you know and start again.
Well, Rob, all the very best to you. Hope you have a good race. And as for the winning, well, if you're lucky, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll tell you on last lap.
All the very best to you.
All right, see ya.
Bert Schapp in car number 525. Rob Cowley in car number 73. Heath Chambers we've already mentioned. Frankie Wakeman in 212. 23 cars on the track. And the green flag goes down and we're underway. The big league BriSCA Formula 1 stock cars are moving. Car number 53 from 11. Interesting to see how Sip of Austria gets on in car number 227. They all jostle the position around that top corner and down the back straight. The Dutchman settling in nicely over on the far side. Coney de Broom's also there in car number 9. Another man who knows this international raceway quite well. Comes from Muurkerk on the IJssel. Down there does car number 9, Coney de Broom. Just sorting the car out nicely there. Goes down the back straight into position at the moment. Right behind him is the number 59 car of Dave Barry. Comes from Broadheath in Worcestershire. Howard Davis is back with us as well in car number 327. Always a delight to see Howard. Another man who's been around a long time but could still show him how it's done. Coney de Broom in car number 9. They're being chased by 59. Bumpers going in there on that turn. Coney de Broom moved out wide. And in fact, the first and second, third, fourth placemen all struggling there. 293, Nick Houghton on the outside, being chased by Bert Schapp in car number 525. Schapp there around Stephen Cooper in car number 221. Interesting to see how they're all faring as they come out of that turn. That's the lead car. Still Martin Banford from car number 11. Neil Scriven in that second place. The whole heap of cars getting themselves in trouble down there. Martin Verhoef is involved in car number 8. Nick Smith in car number 51. Are they going to sort themselves out? That's one away. And in fact, it was the 82 car. That's the one that's moved away there. Steve Thomas from Sutton Coldfield. And number 9's gone down on that bottom turn, just keeping an eye on that situation. Martin Verhoef restarts in that number 8 car. Comes from Pijnacker in the Netherlands. Pijnacker, car number H8, Martin Verhoef. And Bert Schapp's in the fence by the look of it in car number 525. Nick Smith pulls off in car number 51. And so does number 29. We've got wave yellows, Mr. Starter, please. Wave yellows. So it's wave yellows down there. Just keeping it on the wave yellows just to see what the situation is. The problem down there might well be. They go racing through there. Rob Cowley in car number 73. Heath Chambers in 250. And it's halfway next time, Mr. Starter, please. Halfway next time. Number 11 then, the lead car. Number 11, Neil Scriven then, leading the pack. Oh, and a little bit of aggravation a little bit further down the field there as they come through 318 and 284 from 293 and 43. First, second, third and fourth are about to come through any moment now. Howard Davis goes by in 327. Here comes the lead car. Neil Scriven from Lechlade in Gloucestershire springs out wide there. Oh, and has he got a problem? He's slowed right down. He might well have a problem, and indeed he has got a problem. So who does that put in the... So it's Rob Speak in car number 318. He's the leader from Chris Lloyd in car number 284. And then Nick Houghton in car number 293. And suddenly it all changes, and this could be interesting. As it's 5 laps to go next time. Mr. Starter, it's Rob Speak in car number 318. From this one, quite a problem or two there. Steve Thomas in car number 82. From 327 in that second position. 227 goes through there. Sip Woudstra from Groningen. And that could be interesting as they go down that back straight. And it certainly could be interesting in the last couple of laps there, because Chris Lloyd is desperately trying to get into contention with Speak, but Speak suddenly opens up a car's length gap or so as they go round again
3:18 and 2:84 and 2:27 first, second and third. Nick Houghton fourth in car number 2:93. Keith Chambers in the next place in car number 2:50, and then Rob Cowley in car number 73. And it's the last lap now on. There goes Ron Cronder in 2:17. Oh, and round goes the number 82 car of Simon Brook. Steve Thomas rather, from Sutton Coldfield, right the way round there. No message, checker flag gone out. The rest of the race is coming through. Chambers finishes, he'll be delighted about that, I'm pretty sure. Cronder's through in 2:17, Ron Cronder.
Names up front, of course, are already mentioned. Frankie Wayman Jr., John Lund, and on the second row, alongside Rob Speak, is the one and only Snoopy, Rob Cowley. How do you feel about that, Rob? It's a good result, isn't it?
Yeah, we said from in the semi that if we could get in the first three, we'd be to get second was a bonus.
Yeah, so there you go. It was Skegness, wasn't it? And how was that race?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I suppose you could say that we got second really by default because Gary actually won the race, but they deemed that he'd overtaken on the yellows, so they took it off him and docked him 2 places. But I mean, even so, we had to work hard. I mean, I had Peter Folding right behind me, and when they yelled it with about 4 or 5 to go, you know, I still got to hold off Peter. So yeah, we were chuffed.
So here you are. You've looked good on tarmac this year because you've had 2 final wins, and good wins they were too. I know you're well pleased when you got that first one at Swaffham because that was the first final for quite a little while, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, sometimes we don't get many finals, so when we do, we tend to enjoy them. But we enjoy our racing anyway. But yeah, to get a final is a bonus, and I mean, we just love it. And yeah, I mean, this car's been flying this year on tarmac, really going well, and we just hope that it holds up for today.
I can tell you that Steve Abbott, who was steward at Swaffham that day, the day you won the final, put his hands over his face and said, we're never going to hear the end of this.
Well, I don't know where this reputation comes from, that I'm a bit loud. I mean, I just don't know, you know? I mean, yeah, I suppose, yeah, you're right. I will go on and on and on and on. That's the way I do.
And then it was Birmingham, you done it again.
Oh, I know. We couldn't believe it. I mean, Birmingham, it's just great. It was just a roller coaster. It just really is, you know. This whole season's been, you know, not bad at all.
I mean, well, final, second row, this is good. I mean, what's going to happen out there?
Oh, I don't know, do you? I mean, I've been in God knows how many world finals now. I've been racing quite a few years, and I've never ever been on the second row. This is magic. I don't know. I mean, you can guess. I mean, there's so many things that might happen. You know, conjecture. Who knows?
Yeah. Is there any little plans inside your head? You think, well, if that happens, I'll do this, or anything like that going around your head?
Yeah, I'm hoping that Rob Speak takes out Andy and Frankie first bend, and then he joins them, and then that's it. I'm gone, and no one catches me. No,
you might have to watch out for John from the back.
I think I might have to watch out for more than John, don't you? I think Mark Gilbank and Gary Costello is very quick. They're both very quick on tarmac, and a lot of other drivers as well. Now, it's going to be one hell of a race, you know.
Yeah, I think it is, and even with all these good guys, and then you've got a whole load of international drivers out there as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, and the Dutch, they're good on tarmac, you know. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good spectacle, good for people to watch. You know, they're in for a bloody good final. I tell you what, I only hope that it stays dry, and I sincerely hope that no one gets really hurt. That's it.
And well, you never know what's going to happen, but I mean, should Snoopy actually win that, we really will never hear the end of it, will we?
If Snoopy wins this tonight, they will hear me in the Neaton. I'm telling you, where I live, which is an hour's drive from here, they will hear me. I guarantee it.
Good for you, Rob. Enjoy it. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy.
All start for you. You've experienced this before and it hasn't served you very much, but I suppose you're hoping for a little bit better luck this time.
Yeah, maybe it'll be third time lucky. I think it's the third consecutive year we've started on the pole, so it's never brought us any real luck before now, but you never know. But then again, it might not work out, but we'll just have to see. Yeah.
And presumably on the basis of your luck last time, you've had all your bad luck at Hensford 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'd like to think that way, but I don't know. Yeah, last time we had quite a few mechanical glitches. In fact, to be honest with you, the last 2 months of racing, we haven't picked up many points or anything because things have just gone wrong with the car. It's just been a complete nightmare, but it's got to end at some time. There's only so much on the car that can go wrong, and I think everything has so far this year.
As far as getting it sorted for tarmac is concerned, it was pretty quick last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was reasonably quick. It wasn't head and shoulders above anything else, I didn't think, but I tend to think there's 5 or 6 cars, maybe 6 cars that are on a pretty much of an even keel around here. I don't think anybody's stole a march on anybody. I think it's just how it all shakes up after the first early laps of the race. You know, that'll probably determine who perhaps wins the race.
We won't ask you any silly questions about predictions. We just wish you all the very best. You've had it before once, a long time ago now, 94. I mean, that was perhaps a little bit early in your career, but I suppose you're about ready for it now, aren't you?
Yeah, it was very early. I've forgotten what it was like, and it was very fortuitous as well. I mean, I don't know, Lady Luck smiled on me that night, but ever since then, she's, you know, it's been the other way. I mean, I just don't, I mean, all stock car drivers will talk about luck. I mean, it's a big part of the job, but we haven't had any luck at all in World Finals, and we've got to be due a bit of good luck sometime, and you never know, it might be this year. If it's not, it might be next.
Well, I have to admit a certain preference in this one. I mean, whilst it's nice to see the kids win, I'm supporting world champion 1987, 14 years ago, by John Lund. I mean, he's had enough though, hasn't he, really? I mean, he's had 7. But,
oh, well, yeah, John's a greedy man when it comes to World Finals, isn't he? But then again, John's John, and even though he's starting right at the back there, just rule him out at your peril, that's all I'll say.
I think he's depending on you and Andy, I think, you and Rob and 1 or 2 others just doing each other.
I think John will be hoping for a bit of fireworks early doors, first couple of corners maybe, maybe a stoppage, maybe 2, which I definitely think there'll be a stoppage in the race. I personally think, I mean, to predict something, I'll predict that there'll be a restart, because we've got to go 6 green flag laps before, without a stoppage, or else there's a restart, and I can quite easily see that the race will be restarted. Whether I'll be in the restart or not, we'll just have to see.
Oh, well, there's some predictions for you. All the very best to you, Andy.
Thank you.
We think you deserve it as well. So see how it goes.
Thanks very much.
And we, at the very least, have a good run.
Here we are right now at the Frankie Wayman Jr. rig, and it's got quite famous, this rig now. There's nothing else like it in Formula One, and I can tell you that it was one of the very first cars, or one of the very first rigs to actually arrive this morning. 4 cars fit into this fabulous rig of Frankie Wayman Jr. He's very busy at the moment, scuffling about, and obviously tonight's big race very much on his mind, and he's actually right here, so he's going to speak to us. Frankie Wayman Jr., front row for tonight's big race. How are you feeling at the moment?
Oh, same as every year, I suppose. Been on front row for quite a few years now, so just hope we don't have the same problems we had last time with the World Final when I were on the front row.
Because you had some practice the other day, and people said you looked like the fastest.
Yeah, they all reckoned I was quickest car, but it was raining all day, so I mean we know the car goes real well in the wet. So, and I won the semi-final in the dry at Buxton, and then we had a second tank Jan Ronitz in the dry. So, I'm not bothered either way. I mean, for the crowd and the spectators that are coming, it should be a dry race. It'd be a better race for them. But I mean, if it rains, we'll just have to make the most of it.
That's right. It could actually be a very, very good race, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be. There's a lot of cars in there. You got John Lund at the back coming through. You got all the men are in there. So, I mean, all being well, it'll be a good hard race.
What about Andy Smith and Rob Speak? 2 big names. The fans will be cheering for their favourites. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we're all there on the front, all 3. Me and Andy, and then Rob behind Andrew. So, I mean, it should be a hectic few laps, I would have thought. But if we can get straight into the swing of it and get going, we should be all right.
What about your year this year then, year 2001? I mean, have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've had a superb year. I mean, I've won nearly every championship we've been in. So, I mean, I just can't complain at all at the moment. The cars are running real well. Everything's been superb.
And just looking back to your semi-final at Buxton, that seemed to go to plan in the end?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I wasn't bothered first or second. It wouldn't have really bothered me, but I mean, it's always nice to start on the front. So, we were quickest on the day. So.
Yeah, I think we got Sky Television doing some stuff for broadcast on the Sky Network on today's meeting. So that's good news. That's big news for Formula One, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you get them involved and you get a good race out there for them, and we could see some real good interest.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. We wish you well, and we'll see you a bit later on, no doubt.
Thank you.
Okay then, well, we've spoken to the various drivers around the pits. Good to have a chat and all those international entries, all these people here today. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a real feeling of excitement here right now at the Hennesford Raceway for the 2001 World Championship final meeting, promoted by In-Car Race here, and you're watching it on SCA Video. Okay, if you've got a beer or a cup of tea or something there and you're sitting comfortably, let's go racing. Heat number 1.
Zijn 28 auto's op de baan. Deze race gaat over 16 ronden.
Don't forget, Tubit Scaffolding sponsor this, the biggest independent scaffolding company in the East Midlands. Thanks to them. Thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here to watch this. Thank you to the drivers for what will be an awesome evening of motor racing. Fast, furious. We've got the Future 500 coming up later. Oh, first race of the night in the 2001 BriSCA Formula 1 Stock Car Championship of the World. Bev Greenhalgh to take you through this as we get ready to rock and roll. Bev. 81.
There they go. Keep your eyes on the starter here, on the top of the roster as they come out of that turn. Already the power beginning to come on. The green flag goes down and we're away. And a little bit slow up front there as the white tops move down into the first and second turn. A lot of cars up there as they roar into action. And it's car number 81 who's leading the pack over that far side. Anthony Brown in car number 81 soon to be overtaken surely by car number 65. Starting to the back there. And Sturk comes out a little bit on that wide side, and that's going to cost him time possibly as the number 48, 81 car tries to come back on the inside. Into that bottom turn they go into 3 and 4. Number 65 and 81 going out a little bit on that wide side. And it's car number 65 who's taken over on that far side. The number 65 car, he's the man that's rattling around there. It is for Yorkshire. Just overtaking Vobis, who's pulling off in car number 22. Barry's moved up into car number 59 into that second place. That's Dave Barry, car number 59. He's moved up into that second place. The rest of them going. Wasp going out a little bit wide in car number 283. And we got Wave Jellos, Mr. Starter. So the Wave Jellos were going out on that occasion. Bringing the race to a halt, and that will be because of the man who's right up on the top turn there, which looks like 21, Henny Cappins. Henny Cappins in a bit of trouble over on that top turn there by the look of it. So out come the yellows. So it's number 65, the lead car, brought to a halt down here in single file.
There are 15 laps to go. Or less than that, sorry. 65 lead them through. We're looking for a green. We have a green. We're racing.
Once again, the car's then put on the old power. Sturk tries his best to get away quickly. Car number 65. He knows all that time he's going to be bearing down on him. Meanwhile, on the inside, Les Spencer in car number 98 tries to get through and move up on Fairhurst in second place in car number 218. First, second, and third coming out of the fourth turn now and down the home straightaway. It's Sturk in car number 65 in that lead position as he hammers it around that turn from Derek Fairhurst in car number 218 in that second place. Then Les Spencer in car number 98 just behind him. Then is the back marker, in fact, of the number 59, Barry. He's apparently down, so we're told. Oregon is up there nicely. Car number 39 sweeps the car beautifully past John Wright in car number 128. And Mel Brown's in the picture as well in car number 34. Meanwhile, over on that far side, it looks as if Fairhurst in car number 218 is the man who's come out of that turn. Fairhurst in car number 218 has taken over and moved up into first place with Les Spencer in second position in car number 98. Spencer getting a little bit of attention from Ian Sturk. Bumper, car number 65, but his Fairhurst is there in 218 for car number 98 and 65 in first, second and third positions. Coming up into fourth position looks like Warwick Ellis in car number 39, and right behind him is John Wright in car number 128. Car number 74 is also in the placings, but let's get back, keep our eyes on the leader as they go down that back straight into 3 and 4. On that top turn, coming back down the home straightaway, still Fairhurst in car number 218, and it's halfway this time. So the halfway flag goes out, and it's still Fairhurst in car number 218 from Spencer in car number 98. First and second places from the number 65 car in third position. Then comes Warwick Ellis in car number 39, and John Wright in car number 128. Underneath the starters roster they come. We're into the second half of this one. Despite the pile of cars on that bottom turn, there's no real problems, and racing continues with Fairhurst really being pressured by Spencer all the way down. It's 218. Spencer in fact puts the bumper in on that turn, tries to push the Fairhurst car wide. Fairhurst doesn't let him through though, so it's still Fairhurst in 218 from Spencer in 98. Then in the third position is Warwick Ellis in car number 39, followed by Ian Sturk in car number 65. Then comes John Wright in car number 128. And moving a little bit further down, a big gap I think until he comes to the next placement, which could well be Stephen Cooper in car number 221, followed by Mal Brown in car number 34. So Heaven Nook 500 to Han. 5 laps to go in this event with Fairhurst in the leader in car number 218 from Spencer in car number 98 and number 39. 519, that's the leader. 218 goes around on that turn, no problems for him at all as he floats down that far side. Really moving very, very quickly indeed. Fairhurst in car number 218. Really moving down, just see him go as they float, really move very quickly down that far side. No problems at all. Really winding it up all the way round. Fairhurst still there in car number 218. Comes underneath the starters roster with 2 laps to go from Spencer in car number 98. There's Fairhurst. And the number 98 car tumble down here for number 65. Who's come to a sudden halt. That's the Dutchman 65, I think, if memory serves me right. There's the 1 lap board going out. Fairhurst in 218 from Spencer in car number 98. Warwick Ellis still going very, very quickly indeed in car number 39. Then a bit of a gap until he comes to John Wright in car number 128. Mr. Starter gets that checker flag ready. And it looks as if it's going to be Fairhurst in car number 218 as it goes into 3 and 4 for the last time in this event. Comes into the home stretch, goes underneath the starters. Russell takes the flag in car number 218. From Les Spencer in car number 98 in that second position. Warwick Ellis third in car number 39, followed by John Wright in car number 128 in fourth place. Then a bit of a gap. You could have Ian Sturk in car number 65, followed by Stephen Cooper in car number 221. So there we go. That's just observations at this stage, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be looking very carefully at the results check, and we'll give you the confirmed results just as soon as possible. But there seems to be little doubt that it's Derek Fairhurst who writes his name in the books as far as this one's concerned by winning the Cupid Scaffolding sponsored Event 1.
Okay, super stuff there. The red flag out there on the raceway. That's our heat number 1. There's some good racing, some good lead laps from Ian Sturk along the way. We'll have the official presentation of the trophy for our race winner and send him round on a lap of honour. Our race winner, because to win here on World Final Night is more than a little bit special. Derek Fairhurst. Okay, I'll get me compass out then, Mark, and well, heat number 2 coming up shortly. Yeah. Here on the pits there, if you give him a nice round of applause, I'm sure you will. Fellow drivers, Derek Fairhurst, there he is up there atop of the car, the trophy girls clapping away there as well. Derek Fairhurst and our sponsors also presenting that trophy, the 2-bit scaffolding gentlemen up there as well. So well done, good to see you here this evening. Derek Fairhurst, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, can you make that the West Bend then? If you don't mind. Okay, West Bend makes some noise. I think the East Bend was certainly making some noise. So well done once again, Derek Fairhurst. Okay, I'll get me colours up there, Mark, and well, heat number 2 coming up shortly. I make it 34 cars on the raceway. 34 cars on the raceway. Here we go.
Fear and Birklick Autos up the bond. Deze race gaat over 16 ronden. Slowly moving around in that big field of cars. Just look at them. Lots and lots. BriSCA's best and the Netherlands' best. All amongst them here. Wayne Hutchins in car number 15 walking, going through there. 262, 26, behind on the ground. Down, and on comes the power once again. And into that first turn they go. Just look at this field of cars. Who's going to take this one as the lead cars? Both the lead cars go out wide. And the number 49 car looks at David Russell. He's taking advantage of that and moves straight up into second place. Just behind him is car number 42. First of the casualties looks like 398. There's another one pulling up over the far side. That's Stu Fellows at car number 13. 2 of them then sidelined at the moment as they come down the home straight. The 301 car struggling just a little bit. And it looks as if we've got a problem on that turn. 1, 2, 3 off with this. Struggling just a little bit. Car number 301 right in the middle of that turn. And with a lot of cars on track, that created a problem. And indeed, it's created one. As the number 380 car finds a way through on the inside there. 3 of them still trying to break away, holding that flag in. They try and sort themselves out. The 114 car still there, as indeed is the number 301 outfit of Mark Allen. Still trying to set themselves sorted out. The rest of the field going quickly indeed round there. There's another one, joined them, it's 271. Meanwhile, who's doing what as they come through? We have eventually got waved yellows, Mr. Starter, waved yellows. So out go the waved yellows. Cars coming to a halt because of that problem over there with 2 cars right in the middle of the racing line. It was hoped, of course, that as drivers were indicating they were all okay, that things would get fired up and they'd move, but it didn't happen. Never mind. Always remind folks of that at this time when the yellows come out. But the race leader there at the time that the yellows went out was number 115, the man from Sheffield, Simon Carr.
Yeah, okay, so snug up there, high and dry on the sloped west bend. We've got number 114, Graham Wagstaff, and also number 301, fellow white, a great racer there, and that's Mark Allen from Petworth. So those 2 drivers, I think they're both okay, but stuck right on the racing line. Not a nice place to be when Formula 1 stock cars are at full speed ahead. Okay, listen out for our drummer then, there on the Snyder Electric stage in the centre of the arena as we roll away for the continuation of heat number 2.
The green flags are down. Once again, we're racing with a 115 car, number 82 car roaring down there, car number 302, blowing smoke all the way around the arena. The whites already beginning to mix it on that far side. 115 and number 82 and 302, first, second and third. Howard Davis making a bit of progress. Car number 327 and Ron Scriven. In car number 117. The 117 car of Rob Scriven there. Off goes number 302 car of Robbie Jukes. Not a surprise that at all because that car was smoking badly. Doing his best to get it sorted out, but he has done so. And away goes Davis over on that far side with 327, going to get a little attention in a moment. Sure, Scriven being 117. But the leaders, are we going to get a change up here any moment now? Over on that far side, number 42 car struggles to get around turns 1 and 2. Almost took Beresford out with him in car number 260. We've got Dolan up there as well by look of it in car number 262. He gets a little nudge further down from Beresford in car number 260. Colin there still motoring in car number 280. The leaders are roaring through once again. The 82 car really very quick down there. And then that could be quite interesting as he hangs on there because that man goes well around this venue and has done in previous efforts. So just keep an eye on that number 82 car as he roars around very, very quickly in a man who hadn't had any previous experience of short second motor racing or indeed. Oh, and 380 goes off over on the far side. Giving an eye up on the top end, that's all right. We're into the second half as they go very, very quickly around this arena. No problems out on track. It looks as if it could be Steve Thomas, car number 82. Coming around there, just indicating that as they come through in the lead car. Here's, I think, number 82. Car number 82, Steve Thomas, looks like the man who's got this one. Car number 82 goes down right past. Coming out around that turn again, Steve Thomas. Howard Davis not too far behind, car number 327. And the number 262 car really cracking on a Clinton Dole from Malvern. Davis chasing Thomas all the way down there. Thomas in car number 82 with 327 and 262, 117. And could we have a Dutchman in the place as well? We well might. 5 laps to go on this occasion. 5 runden te gaan. 5 laps to go with Steve Thomas. He looks like the man in car number 82 coming out of that turn now. No problem at all. Graham Packer, 82. The club over there. Graham Packer. Aan de overkant van de baan, links komen ze weer. There is onze koploper, 82. Oh, in trouble there, and that's the leader who's caught. The leader's caught there, but my goodness me, he did take some quick avoiding action, did Steve Thomas in car number 82, to avoid that problem which occurred right in front of him. Lucky left, he got away with it. And it's Davis there now in car number 327. 327. What a stroke. If he pulls this one off as well, he might. Looks like Davis in car number 327 coming out of that turn. And yep, there he goes. With 117 and 82. And Thomas, is he going to have a go there, Tim? 327, that's the man. Howard Davis, who's swept through there, and boy, he's got to be happy with 117 in second place, and Steve Thomas third in car number 82. There's the checker flag, and Davis takes it to car number 327 for 117 and 82. And looks like we could well have a Dutchman in the placings as well, quite high up. Ray Williams goes through, so does Beresford in car number 260, and the rest of them still motoring through. Keith Chambers in car number 250, he completes the laps there. And Mick Harris in car number 8, he was still going, but it looks as if it was Howard Davis in car number 327 across the line in first place as the Reds go out. We'll just wait for immediate confirmation of that. But if indeed that's the case, there is living proof that you can't keep a good old one down. Howard Davis then surely in car number 327 could be the man who's taking the trophy and the checker flag. Something to laugh, and you're not long before you're having a really good time wherever it might be if Howard Davis is in the company.
So the trophy presentation will get underway over there on the far side.
Okay, thanks very much, Mark, up there. Okay, here comes the man. He's got a huge smile on his face, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you. And it's Howard Davies. We've got all our trophy girls here. And look at these great T-shirts that the girls have got on. Take a look at those. You could get yourself one of those T-shirts. Lots of kisses. Wow, that was worth winning. There's another kiss for you right here. I think it's family, his daughter, Howard's daughter. So tell us, what was the trouble at the start of the race there?
Well, I haven't got a neck brace, and I haven't worn one for 30 odd years, and I ain't got no neck. And I had to sort of hook it on the back of the helmet.
Well, it certainly took all the butterflies away, I guess, didn't it?
Got me annoyed.
Okay, yellow grey driver. It's fast out there. It's final night. This is the night to win one, Howard.
Well, be handy. Hope to see what the money is like.
Okay, well done to you. We're going to send you round for a lap of honour with the girls. So come on, big cheer. He really is very chuffed with that. You can't blame him, can you? Howard Davies, 27.
Stalwart of the formula. This is the kind of man that makes BriSCA Formula 1 stock car racing what it is. Howard Davis, please, race winner. Howard Davis, please. Howard Davis up on the East Bend enjoying the sunshine. Howard Davis, please, race winner. He looks ever so pleased. He's right though, he's got no neck at all, Ben, no neck at all.
Believe you me, he's got plenty of neck.
I fed that line to you, didn't I, really?
Come on, let's get some big cheers going now. Let's hear it for the national points champion, a former world champion himself. He's here tonight, he's in this one, he's got pole position. Who's cheering for Frankie Wayman? Not bad at all. The man alongside, he's a fantastic driver. Some fabulous drives this year up at Sheffield and various other places around the country. We've certainly seen some good stuff from number 391. Come on, let's hear it for Andy Smith. Andy Smith is on the front row of the world final here tonight. So now looking to the second row, Bev, and I think you could perhaps pick up a cheer for your man here on row number 2.
On row number 2, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for 318, Rob Speak. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We want to hear the cheers for these men as they come round. And the first one out, 383, Dave Johnson.
come on, big man, big star on the stunt car circuits. There's always something happening with Dave Johnson. Let's hear it for him.
109 there, Phil Smith.
Phil Smith, ladies and gentlemen, racing 109 in the World Final.
Car number 490 there, Mark Taylor.
Yeah, Mark Taylor, big star in the world of Formula 2 stock cars. Now he's up here with the big league, racing 490, and he qualifies from the World Final through the Consolation semi. It didn't work out for him in the semi-final, but he wanted to be here. He wanted to be on the big final grid, and he made it. Mark Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, 490.
And there on the number 174 car, he comes from this, Danny Driscoll. And a man who's almost a local lad. We love you, Barry. 343, Barry Heath.
Yeah, Danny Driscoll there, of course, from East Anglia, a famous name in the world of stock car racing. He's on the World Final grid tonight towards the back of the field. Danny Driscoll, ladies and gentlemen.
At the wheel of car number 38, there he is, Jason Holden.
And there is the Pink Panther. There is the Pink Panther. We got the Pink Panther music somewhere as well, I think. And here come the sweets, kids. We got 2 Pink Panthers tonight. Absolutely brilliant effort. He's in the World Final once again. He's got pink hair. He is absolutely crazy, but a good driver too. Jason Holden, come on. Big cheer for Jason. And watch out for the Panthers. You may well get some sweets.
And there's the man that's won this title before. He's still up for it, who knows? 212, Frankie Wayman.
Frankie Wayman Senior on the World Final grid. Remember back in 1999, he almost won the World Final. He won it way back, of course, 1979, I believe it was, the Frankie Wayman World Final victory. He's here tonight, and let's see how he goes.
En dames en heren, met nummer 27 uit Nederland, de eerste Nederlander die hier de baan op komt. H27, Sjaak Valk. En dan zien we meteen achteraan komen, die zich in Engeland gekwalificeerd heeft. Nummer 525 in de gele auto, Bert Schaap. En daarachter weer de volgende Nederlander met nummer H32, dames en heren, Axel Nijs. En dan nummer 10, maar nummer 10 is voor Bert Green, en die komt dadelijk weer terug met nummer 240.
So just getting ready to take his place there on the grid, as he will be in a moment. The second generation driver, the man from Coventry, driving car number 10, James Potter. Is there 240, Henk Janronitz. And driving the number 21 car, he comes from Rotherham, Mark Gilbert. Driving the A1 car, Dean Hawkins.
En inderdaad, dames en heren, met nummer 240, de snelste kwalificeerder vandaag hier op de baan in Heddyford. Het staat nummer 240, nummer 240, Henk-Jan Ronitz.
And still they come. NZ69 next out on the grid. And that's Barry Podjaski from New Zealand.
Ivan Pritchard, a very fast driver indeed, was keen to get into this semi-final, had to go pre to the Skegness semi-final. Oh, here comes a big name coming out of the pits now, Bev.
391, Andrew Smith.
That's right, Andy Smith, a lot of people will be cheering for him. Almost the Gold Group winner last year, but it was mechanical gremlins and problems that put a stop to that. He's ready to go for this one though. And the number 33 out next, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only 2 times champion of the world. That's Peter Folding, number 33.
And the man that was just missed there, number 2 of course. And who knows what he might do, Paul Harrison. 180 Raywitz. And driving the number 73 car, Rob Cowley. From Averley in Essex, driving number 51, second generation driver again, Nick Smith. Literally straight out of the box. They spent all night Thursday and Friday attempting to get it finished It's first saw the light of day this morning at Northampton International Raceway. That's the car driven by number 97, Murray Harrison. And there he is, another very popular lad indeed, driving the 318 car. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Speak.
Debut. What a way to start a brand new car. First race, the World Championship final. And of course, the one and only, a star of Formula 2 stock cars, many World Championship wins in Formula 2. And here he is going for it tonight, the reigning European champion. And that is, as Bev said, Rob Speak.
West Yorkshire driving the 515 car, Junior Raymond.
5-1-5, it's pole position, Junior, front row, number 1 position in the World Final. So here he is, Frankie Weber. Many of his fans will be watching his progress in this one.
Another one of the drivers from overseas, and welcome and good luck to the man driving the NZ11 car from New Zealand, Brian Musgrove.
Brian Musgrove, first time ever in the UK, first trip to the UK. He's done a lot of racing. He goes way back in New Zealand stock car racing, so a lot of experience, picked up a lot of those big titles. Brian Musgrove, real nice fella as well.
Ja, dames en heren, en nu voor de hoofdtribune met nummer 217, gesponsord door Van Haarlem Auto en onderdelen uit Doetinchem, die 500 gulden er tegenaan gooit als Kroon bij de eerste 3 zou komen. Wil ik een hartelijk applaus van alle Nederlandse fans voor startstart nummer 217, Ron Kroon!
En natuurlijk mag het er ladies and gentlemen, here is the greatest ambassador of BriSCA Formula 1 racing, driving car number 53, John London.
Good to see him here, the gold roof wing, and my goodness, 7 times champion of the world, the one and only John Lund, car number 53, and let's go for it once again, all you John Lund fans. Let's see how much noise we can make. Number 53, John Lund.
Op dezelfde eerste rij Frankie Weeman met nummer 515. En op de tweede rij binnen met nummer 318, waar de Bert Vrienhoff het over had, zojuist de ambassadeur van de Formule Stockcar 1 zowel als 2, Rob Speak. En Rob Kolen met nummer 73 daar aan de binnenkant. En dan als eerste gekwalificeerde Nederlander hebben we dan nummer 240.
The mechanics are just checking the last minute checks on the cars, and it's all happening. But again, just getting up there, that number 97 car, just to remind you once again that it is literally straight out of the box. They've been working literally day and night as the Murray Harrison team to get the car completed. And it first actually saw the light of day with a quick test, an hour or so of testing this morning at Northampton International Raceway, another of the Inca race circuits, before it arrived here to try and do the business. So it really has been a hectic session. Yes, first time. And we certainly haven't seen much of Murray on tarmac this year, simply because he's not had a tarmac racer. But by goodness me, looking at that one, he's got one now, and it looks the type of car that's going to do the business. Maybe, certainly, to put him right in the forefront of the tarmac races. Absolutely.
Ja, die zullen we natuurlijk ook vaak in Nederland gaan zien. Nummer 97, Murray Harrison, met de spliksplinternieuwe auto, de spiksplintervoegelhaken nieuwe elite auto, gebouwd deze week worden. En vanmorgen natuurlijk het laatste getraind op Northampton. En dat is natuurlijk de van 2 jaar terug, nummer 97, Murray Harrison, die hier toch even ook is. Nogmaals, we hebben hier, ik zie hier staan nummer 217 Ron Kroonder, die toch ook hoge ogen zou kunnen gooien. En de auto nummer 33 waar Pieter Valding in rijdt, is de auto van Willy Peters, heb ik zo straks vernomen. En die staat dan, ik weet niet exact waar Pieter Valding staat. Pieter Valding staat op de 5e rij, zie ik hier op mijn papieren. En Henk-Jan Ronen staat dus als beste Nederlander op de 3e rij binnen. Is that true, Bev? Bev is standing on the 3rd row inside. 230, Henk-Jan Ronis.
Yes, he's on row 3. That's right, and here we are.
on the inside, so you never know. Could be with a very, very good chance. It was quick in Fenway, wasn't it, the last meeting there? Very, very quick indeed at that August meeting. He really was moving. He did quite well over here when he came on September the 2nd. I don't think he was really prepared to have everyone over there in Fenway. What do you think about Fenway? We should be telling the fans more about that during the course of the evening and certainly tomorrow, Paul. And so we shan't forget, we know what's coming. Ja, dat is zo, dames en heren. Nogmaals, nummer 217 staat er tussen Ron Kroonders, nummer 35 staat er tussen en nummer 35 is Fred Hink.
All non-essential personnel, please, off the raceway.
He's in well in there, 240. Henk Jan on it. Hey. 240 met Henk Jan Ronit. Peter Paulding down there in car number 33, and many of you will know that Peter has got onto the podium at the World Cup, starting at the back of the 3 years ago. He was certainly on the podium. He's driving the Billy Peters number 24 car. Ladies and gentlemen, 33, Peter Paulding. Maybe one of these Dutch lads getting there onto the podium at the end of the day. Hank is certainly up for it, I know. He's been working very hard, keeping that car in excellent condition, trying hard, and I know that he's very, very confident. And who knows, we wish him well, both English and Dutch fans. They will all get together to wish Henk Jan Ronits a real good race. Good luck to him. But a difficult driver behind him, 247. 247 Gary Castell, it's a hell of a driver, isn't it? And he always uses his bumper like a nice legal way. We've seen him many times in Holland.
Now, a big one once again for number 53, John Lander trying to do it from the back.
And just two to join the party. The 383 car moving off, but ladies and gentlemen, as Nick Knoll just said, as he bursts round the West Bend, give it up please, John Long, world champion! World champion! Joining the back of the grid, he's here, he's battling it out, and who knows, will he do it? We will see. And gentlemen, it's only fitting and proper that at this time, before we enjoy what should be one of the finest races of the season for the BriSCA Formula 1 stock cars, it's only fitting at this time we should remember those who died and those who were injured in the terrible terrorist attacks over in the USA. You all will have been horrified by the pictures on your televisions. Real people, real horror. And at this time we'd like to remember the civilians, the firefighters, the different nationalities who died, the Americans and the English, in that horrendous situation and series of events over in the USA. We would like to, at this moment, have a minute's silence to think about the immense loss of life, the families of those who died, and to pay a silent tribute and hope really for a better future to come out of those horrific instances. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all the drivers here and all of us at Inca Race, we'd like you to adopt a minute's silence for those who died and were injured in the USA just a few days ago.
Land of hope and glory, Mother of the free, how shall we extol thee, who are born of thee? Wider still and wider shall our bounds be set. God, who made thee mighty, make thee larger yet. God, who made thee mighty, make thee mighty, make thee mighty, yeah. Thank you, have a great day.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for observing that moment's silence. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Bev, green half, in the commentary box has something very important to say at this moment in the sunshine at Hensford Raceway.
Gentlemen, are you ready? Start your engines!
Speciaal voor onze Nederlandse los die er de kijker zijn, die nu mee mag luisteren, hebben onze Engelse en Nederlandse vrienden de motoren gestart. Jos, luister maar eens mee. That is all for you now.
And here we go. This one is underway. There's nothing anybody can do now. The cars are moving along nicely. There's a lot of them out there. Who was going to take this one? Peter Paulding going through in 33. Paul Harrison in car number 2. Jack Ballard in car number 26. Ray Witts in car number 18. Another beautiful machine. Mark Woodall there in 335. These lads towards the back of the pack. But all eyes will be at the front as they move around that turn. A nicely controlled turn as they go around that turn slowly but surely. It's a controlled start. Who will make the break? As Madam Starter there gets ready, keeps her eyes on the situation as they come round. All these cars out there on the track. This is the 2001 BriSCA Formula One World Championship. Who's going to take the title? We shall know very soon. Down that far side, the last opportunity to cheer and wish them luck before they get underway. Slowly but surely, moving down that far side. Andrew Smith in 391, Junior Wayman in 515. Wondering which of those two will make the break. They move slowly into turns 3 and 4. Next time round it won't be so slow. As the whole field moves, pristine and looking good. It's BriSCA Formula One stock car racing here in Hensford Hills Raceway. And it's very best as the green flag goes down. And they went the start, and it was Andrew Smith who broke away in car number 391. Roaring down into the first turn. Andrew Smith in car number 391 goes wide on that turn and dashing through on the inside. Goes on 318. Junior Wayman is third place in car number 515. Into turn 4 they come, and it's speaking car number 318 from Junior Wayman in 515 and Andrew Smith in car number 391. Around that top turn and down the back straight.
Rob Spiek, dames en heren, met nummer 318 aan leiding. Op de tweede plaats is het Frenkie weer met een derde plaats. 309 Andrew Smith en Gerrit zelf op vierde plaats. Hier komt de leider in de wedstrijd met de nummer 318. En Rob Spiek, dat zou toch niet waar zijn. Rob Spiek, dames en heren, dat is de leider. En met de leider in de wedstrijd nummer 318. Best over.
Trouble on that top turn, but Rob Speak didn't slow down at all in car number 318. Not too far behind him. We've got wave yellows. We've got wave yellows. We've got wave yellows.
Een wegend geel, dames en heren, dus dan wordt dan gestopt.
So, Probable on the top there. Wave yellows for an incident on that top turn. Just see what's going to happen as they move slowly around that turn.
En Rob Speak, dames en heren, zal starten van het begin af aan. Ik zal u proberen op de hoogte te houden of dat er een complete restart komt of dat er geen restart komt compleet. We zullen het zien, we gaan het beloven. Ik zie daar hier van de verte, kan ik niet zien of dat er Nederlander bij staat. Ja, ik zie Bert Schaam staan. En, maar in ieder geval de leider zal zijn Rob Speak met nummer 318. Die op het moment dat er gevlagd werd natuurlijk de leider was. Op een tweede plaats, second place, het was Bev, of het was nummer 515.
Slowly into turns 3 and 4. Next time round it won't be so slow. As the whole field moves, Bristol looking good. It's BriSCA Formula 1 stock car racing here in Mansfield Hills Raceway. The green flag goes down. And they drop the red. The start here is Anton Stecker back away from number 4. Into the first turn. Everyone goes right on that turn. And dashing through on the inside. Goes on 318. Junior Wayman is third place. In car number 515. Into turn 4 they come. And it's speaking car number 318. From Junior Wayman in 515. And out to Smith in car number 391. Around that top turn and down the back straight.
Rob Speak, dames en heren, met nummer 389 aan leiding. Op de tweede plaats is het Frankie Wayman. En op de derde plaats 390. En Smith. En Gerk zelf op de vierde plaats. Hier komt de leider in de wedstrijd met de nummer 318. En Rob Speak, dat zal toch niet waar zijn. Rob Speak, dames en heren, dat is in de leider. En met de leider in de wedstrijd nummer 318. Best te komen.
Trouble on that top turn, but Rob Speak didn't slow down at all in car number 318. Not too far behind the lower coming. We've got wave yellows. We've got wave yellows. We've got wave yellows.
Een wegend geel, dames en heren, dus dat wordt dan gestopt.
Zo.
15.
Okay, well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, a major pile up there in the opening laps of the World Championship final, and it just got bigger and bigger as they stormed in. We got several drivers involved up there, including number 338, Chris Broxop. We got Murray Harrison in his brand new car up there in number 97. To be honest with you, it's absolute chaos up there on the West Bend at the moment. Looks like Jason Holden up there as well in car number 38, 152 Neil Scoffin. And we do in fact have an ambulance on the raceway, so we're bringing news of obviously we may well have somebody injured up there, so hopefully nothing too serious, but we'll have to wait and see what happens on that one. We'll bring you news as soon as we know. Very difficult to see from this point in actual fact. Bert Schaap, I can see his car up there. I think I can see Bert walking away from the 525 car. Another one of the Dutchmen, Rob Cowley, is in trouble up there. Dan Clark was one of the, sorry, not Dan Clark, but Danny Driscoll in number 174 was one of the first drivers to get into trouble up there. And at the moment, the Danny Driscoll car hooked up on the back of the tractor. Number 73, Rob Cowley up there as well. So obviously concern at the moment for one of our drivers. And as soon as we know exactly what the problem is, we'll let you know, and exactly how the driver is. On to you as soon as we can. Good driver is Mark, good little race driver. That's Mark Woodhall, and he raced Formula 2. Told me a little while back that he really enjoys Formula 1, and he actually finds Formula 1 stock cars somewhat cheaper than Formula 2, can you believe? That's the Mark Woodhall way. Anyway, so we wish him well up there on the East Bend. Meanwhile, lots and lots of activity on the Snoopy car at the moment. Several drivers looking around it. You can see Snoopy, he was walking about with a ruddy great Jack just a moment or two ago with his crash helmet on, and he looked like something out of Star Wars, he really did. But anyway, he's still got that helmet on, and it's thumbs up, and I think he's going to be okay to go in the rerun when we do go back to racing in the Formula 1 stock cars. The Frankie Wayman car to change the tyre there, so that's the Frankie Wayman Senior 212 car I speak of course, so he should be okay to go there as well. Our eyes look up there on the East Bend. We will try very hard to see if we can find out exactly what's happening up there.
105, Frankie Wayman Jr. alongside him. 318, Rob Speak. 73, Rob Cowley, completing the second row of the grid. Paul Harrison in the number 2 car, Peter Fording out there. Gary Castell in 247. Let's get ready to rock and roll for the second time. BriSCA Formula 1 World Final. John Lund coming round the bend.
Oh. Once again, we're underway. Owen going wide there. Andrew Smith there, right in that turn. And straight in on that turn. Once again, it's Rob Speak who's gone through. Car number 318 as it all happened on that turn. And now it's Junior Wayman moving after him very quickly indeed, coming out of 3 and 4. Into the home stretch, it's Rob Speak in car number 318 for Junior Wayman in car number 515. And just spinning car number 391 and Rob Cowley in car number 73. That's how they are as they go around there and down that far side. Rob Speak in car number 318, he's the man that's leading. There's one Junior Wayman in car number 515. Off goes Jim Blackcock in car number 10 as they come up to the home stretch. It's 318.
We zien hier de leider in de wedstrijd, nummer 300 Rob Speak, dames en heren. En achter hem Frankie Wayman, nummer 515. Op de derde plaats nummer 391, de leider in de wedstrijd, nummer 318 Rob Speak. En kijk hoe die gaat, kijk hoe hard dat die gaat. En daar is het Frankie Wayman, leider in de wedstrijd hier, nummer 318.
Rob Speak there in car number 318, he's still there, just tapping the guy immediately, but him out of the way. Junior Wayman not too far behind in car number 515, and Andrew Smith come back a bit, car number 391. And that fast the post, he's going quickly down there, which is rather interesting. Gary Castell coming through nicely, car number 247, car number 217.
Zo, verschrikkelijk snel, nummer 318, 515, 399, 240 van de tussenuit. De leider in de wedstrijd, nummer 318, 16, het oude wereldkampioenschap. 318, dames en heren, hier hebben we Rob Speak.
Caliber 319, but that's where all the action is. Big switch around there very, very quickly indeed. Remember, this is a 25 lap race. Once again, coming up against back Marcus Rodford, car number 318, continue away from the car number 315. Then Andrew Smith, car number 391. And then 174, Dan Briscoe, still there, moving down quickly, very rapidly indeed. And still coming through, Gary Castell.
Steeds nu hebben we de leider nummer 318, Rob Speak op de tweede plaats, nummer 550. Op de derde plaats nummer 3 en nummer 99, Andy Smith door de lijn. En Rob John Lund komt naar voren. Maar nog steeds de leider in de wedstrijd, nummer 318, Rob Speak. En op de tweede plaats nummer 15, ja, dames en heren, Frankie Wayman.
Rob Speak, car number 318. As yet, Junior Wayman not making any impression on the gap between first and second places. Andrew Smith in that position, car number 2. Castell's the man that's moving in car number 247. He really is rocking his way around there, puts the bottom ring on one of the back markers, but he's got a lot of ground to make up. Meanwhile, as they come out of that turn, he's still speaking, car number 318. Got Junior Wayman in car number 515. Bit of a gap to go to Andrew Smith in car number 391. That's still there. The distance between first and second places are not yet closed.
En de leider van de wedstrijd, nummer 318, en dat zien we nummer 515, Frankie Wayman. Achter hem zit Bert Schaap, maar we vergissen je niet, ligt de ronde achter. Daar achter 399, dat is de derde man. Hier hebben we Andrew Smith, 50 over.
And Rob speaking a bit of trouble there as he went past the back marker, looks into the fence. But he's still there in car number 318. And Junior Wayman in car number 515 doing his best to close down the gap between first and second place, but as yet it hasn't done so. And Speak is going like the but Junior Wayman in that second place, Andrew Smith third in car number 391, and they're all roaring round here very quickly. Andrew Smith gets himself into a bit of trouble as he goes around turns 1 and 2, and he's to get out of it. Speak is opening up and picking up by looking in car number 318. Rob Speak in car number 318 from Junior Wayman in 515, and Andrew Smith in car number 391.
Nog steeds de leider in 318, en dan hebben we Frankie Wayman met 550 op de tweede plaats. Dan op de derde plaats 399, Andrew Smith. Dan hebben we de steeds de leider in de wedstrijd in de mooie blauwe auto met het nummer 318, Rob Speak. Hier komt hij over staat te finish. De leider in de wedstrijd nummer 318.
We're at the halfway stage, the Union flag goes out and we move into the second half of this event. As Rob Speak in car number 318 still matters through there. 515 Junior Wayman, Andrew Smith. Gary Castell still motoring, starting car number 247 up in 4 good places as they go around there. Box 5 for beneath the cars they come through. There's Junior Wayman in car number 515 moving some of the opposition aside. But Speak is still there in car number 318. Junior Wayman in 515, passing right down the back straight. Andrew Smith dropping back a little bit in car number 391, then moving a back marker out of the way. Cars spattered all over the place at that top turn, but it's all okay. They keep it going there. And it's still 318 Rob.
En Rob Speak, de leider in de wedstrijd. Op de tweede plaats hebben we Frankie Wayman, op de derde plaats Andy Smith. Leider in de wedstrijd nummer 318, Rob Speak. Speak. Ver voor op Frankie Weeman. Een hele bocht voor. Hier komt hij over start de finish. 318. Rob Speak voor de tweede keer uit het jaar. En hier hebben we dan 391. En die Smith die komt steeds dichterbij. En die Smith gaat naar de tweede plaats. Left to go.
No changes at all. And Rob Speak is now broken right away. He's straight ahead of the rest of the field. Julie Weymouth in that second place. Caliber 515. Goes Andrew Smith and he tangled and come out of that turn. Smith tangled over late on there. It looks as if Conda might have come through. Not sure, yeah, it could well be. Ron Conda has come through there in car number 217. He's certainly motored very quickly indeed, but it's Speak who's got it in car number 318, surely. Rob Speak in car number 318 for Ginny Wayman in 515. Andrew Smith just hits the fence again as turn 4 in car number 391.
En ver voor, dames en heren. 318 Rob Speak. En of dat die nog gepakt kan worden, ik waag dat zwaar te betwijfelen. Frankie Weeman, dames en heren, hebben we hier op een tweede plaats. Op een ruime afstand. En dan hebben we 391 en de Smith. Daar zou nog wat kunnen gebeuren. Hier komt Ron Kroner op de 5e of de 6e plaats. Dat zou toch gigantisch zijn. Oh, dan moet Ron Kroner plaats maken voor Kerkstel. Kerkstel gaat voorbij Ron Kroner. Maar de leider in de wedstrijd nummer 318. Hier komt hij weer over start de finish. Rob Speak.
5 laps to go. They have enough 5 runden to run, 5 laps to go, and it's still Rob Speak in car number 318, and he's now one away from Jenny Wayman in car number 515, and Andrew Smith in car number 391. Gary Costello, is he still there? He's dropped back and just a little bit more. Look, Whipper there, all mounted very, very strongly. Paul Harrison still second in car number 2, but it looks like Rob Speak in car number 318, surely now. Without it to keep going, Rob Speak in car number 318 has got this. Jenny Wayman in car number 515, and Andrew Smith in car number 390.
Aan de 2 ronden te gaan hebben we de leider in de wedstrijd, Rob Speak. Rob Speak, de leider in de wedstrijd, met de 2 ronden te gaan. Laten we eens kijken wat is zo cool is. En die is zo cool, dames en heren. Rob Speak, die is zo cool. De leider van het zal het dan toch gaan lukken. Zou het gaan lukken? 6 keer wereldkampioen in de Stokker Formule 2. En de eerste keer in de Formule 1. Hier hebben we Rob Speak.
2 laps to go, that's all there is. 318, Rob Speak still there with just 2 laps to go. Junior Wayman in car number 515. We're still bringing the other race to the side. Andrew Smith straight out third place. It's Junior in the rear wheels, blowing as the comes around that turn. They Speak. They can get just a little bit steadily now as they go through on the last lap. Rob Speak in car number 318. Just inching his way through, and it looks as if he's going to take his championship title as he holds down the back straight into 3 and 4 for the last time. And there it is, the checkered flag, and it's going to be Rob Speak in car number 318 who takes it. Rob Speak is the new BriSCA Formula 1 World Champion 2001 from Junior Wayman with 515 and Andrew Smith in 391.
En dames en heren, de winnaar en de nieuwe wereldkampioen. Hier komt hij over start de finish. 318, Robbie Speak.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the presentations and everything in just a moment or two. That go the red flags. But my goodness me, he did it once, he did it twice, he got away, he took everything before him, and the 7 or 8 times Formula 2 world champion becomes for the first time Formula 1 world champion.
Dames en heren, mag ik een applausje voor de nummer 318, Robbie Speak! De nieuwe wereldkampioen, dames en heren, wereldkampioen Stokker Formule 1, nadat hij 6 keer, 6-time world champion, tot de 6 of 7 time, 7 keer wereldkampioen Stokker Formule 2, 1 jaar meegedaan, dit is het tweede jaar dat hij meedoet aan het wereldkampioenschap Stokker Formule 1. En jawel, de tweede keer en de eerste keer dat hij wereldkampioen wordt in de Stokker Formule 1, nummer 318, Rob Speak!
Tremendous stuff indeed. At the moment. We've got trophies which will be presented as well from Holland.
Ladies and gentlemen, a stunning performance from Mr. Rob Speak in the 318 car world champion. We're going to present him off to you in a few moments' time. Trophies to be presented. Who would have thought it? Rob Speak, world champion. Well, Bev Greenhalgh thought it, of course, but my goodness me, what a stunning race, Bev.
Yeah, absolutely. Rob, as we said earlier, he did it once, he got away once. Who would have thought that he'd have done it a second time? But by golly, he did. He went through there, just shot away like a rocket, and that was it. He was through there, and he really did give it some stick. A great race developing, and did develop, between Junior Wayman and, of course, the number...
May I interrupt you? De beste Nederlandse rijder die moet op het terrein blijven. Dat is op een 9e plaats was dat. Met startnummer H27 naar het middenterrein voor de prijsuitreiking zo dadelijk. De beste Nederlandse rijder H27, Sjaak Valk met een 9e plaats.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first of our trophy winners stepping up to receive his trophy. Andy Smith in the 391 car taking third place in the world final. Let's hear it for Andy. He's on the victory podium. You'll see him as he comes round in a few moments. Oh, well, after a very close shave last year, Bev, he was third place this time. He was looking very sharp, wasn't he?
Yes, he certainly was. When you realise just how quick those cars have been motoring, it again makes you realise just about Speaky's performance. This is what, his second attempt, is it not, at the Formula One World Final, I think?
Yeah, they're in the dark there, but we'll take them round in front of the floodlights in just a second. It's just where the melee gathered, and second up to receive his trophy. Very popular driver in the 501 car, Frankie Wainman Jr. stepping up to receive his trophy. Oh, the flying machine, the tar car of Frankie Wainman Jr. Very close, but not quite close enough. He will be back though. Well done to Frankie. We'll talk to him a little bit later on once we've shown them around to you to give your applause to. So Frankie Wainman stepping forward just to have a little chat with our sponsors, Schneider Electrics, and thank you for them for sponsoring the World Final event. Finally though, ladies and gentlemen, all is poised as our victor steps up to receive his trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2001, it will be remembered as the year that the 318 car took the world final. Give it up please for our new world champion, Mr. Rob Speak, please. Oh yes, Rob Speak, world champion. We're going to take him around for your applause in just a few moments. Rob Speak, the world champion, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance. And Bev tipped him, so he'll be well chuffed with that. We're going to talk to each of these drivers in a few moments, but we'd like to show them off to you. In the third place, Andy Smith. In second, Frankie Wainman Jr. But taking the win that many thought would be one win too far for Rob Speak this year. It was, of course, Rob Speak. Photographs being taken by all the magazines, Stock Car Magazine, Stock's World Magazine, Throttles Magazine, and all the rest. And we'll take them around in just a second.
So, there we go. Those presentations being made, and as Mark has just said earlier, we were having a look at the plot exactly, but you may remember prior to the meeting, 3 or 4 those 3 lads in first, second and third places, a real rousing round of applause. You can lift the roof off the stand if you like. You can do that tonight. We really let them know that you're there because they've deserved it, and they're on the move. So don't forget. There they go. We want you to really raise the roof, ladies and gentlemen, all the way round. Everyone on the car with their trophies, the first, second and third. The new world champion, BriSCA Formula One Stock Course 2000. Driving car number 3, in that second place, 515, Julian Wayland, and in third, 391, Andrew Smith.
Andy Smith in third, Junior Wainman in second. The new world champion, Mr. Rob Speak, please. We'll run down of results in a few moments, but Rob Speak, your world champion, Junior Wainman in second, Andy Smith in third. We'll run down our results in just a few moments from now, but ladies and gentlemen, Rob Speak, your new world champion.
So here they come, all the way down
down the home straight. Let's hear it. All you people there, we're going to get a chance right here in front of race control to have a go in a moment or two. Here he comes, right here from the race control, ladies and gentlemen, we want to hear it for these lads. There's joy and jubilation all over the place. The man with the big trophies there, with the silver trophy, with the one that he'll keep and remember for a long, long time. There it is, Rob Speak,
Best
Junior Weymouth and Andrew Smith.
En daar hebben we hem, dames en heren, de nieuwe wereldkampioen. Stokcar Formule 1, nummer 318. Rob Speak! En dadelijk, dames en heren, bij het podium daar, bij die podium wil ik een hartelijk applaus. Het hardste applaus wat er is voor Rob Speak. Dat gaan we dadelijk doen met alle Nederlanders, alle Engelsen. We do it together, we do it together, we doen het samen. De volgende bocht krijgt dadelijk een applaus. Die Rob Speak die krijgt dadelijk een applaus van die Nederlanders. Dat hij nog niet weet wat er gebeurd is. Daar komt hij aan, hij komt zo bij de hoofdtribune. En dan wil ik hier meemaken een daverend applaus voor Rob Speak. En ik zal het dadelijk doen. En dan gaan we gebeuren. Dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen, the new world champion 2001, Robbie Speak.
So let's hear it. Come on now. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. You can put your hands together. You can make a lot of noise. Just look at the joy over there on that far side.
Yeah, come on, let's hear it over there. Rob Speak is the World and European Champion 2001. And that is absolutely fantastic. The drivers, I can tell you, were very, very pumped up over there. Very sorry that we couldn't bring you their words. The radio mic just at the very wrong moment decided to just pack up, I'm afraid. But come on, big cheer on the far side. The new champion of the world, BriSCA Formula 1, Rob Speak.
There's the man once again who wore the gold top in Formula 2 for so many years. There he is now proudly wearing, or will be very soon, the gold top in BriSCA Formula 1 racing. What a stroke, what an achievement, and what a driver.
Maybe say it is one, maybe not the best, but maybe the best driver of the world, and it is today the best driver of the world. But 7 or 8 world titles together, I think no one has done that. Is there any driver who is going to get world champion in Formula 2s as well in the Formula 1s?
Yes, it has been done actually. Yeah, Dave Chisholm at the he springs to mind. There are others. But it's certainly a wonderful achievement, and there's no doubt about that. It's something that's going to be talked about for a long, long time. Lots and lots of happiness down there, and very shortly we should be getting on with the rest of the meeting.
Andy, how do you feel?
I'm happy, man. I'm glad I got third. I got a good third. I mean, I thought on the first corner I was sort of dead and buried in the fence. I didn't half go in the wall there, and I was very, very surprised that I survived that one. And after then, the car picked up a bit of damage and it wasn't quite perfect, but it was good enough. And yeah, I'm very, very pleased to be on the rostrum.
Yeah, I thought for a moment or two there, you really did go in there hard, as you say. I thought maybe it might be a stuck throttle or something, but you came flying out again.
No, it wasn't a stuck throttle.
Thank goodness for that. Okay, so what about the guy that's won tonight, 318 Rob Speak?
Well, I mean, he's a brilliant stock car driver at the end of the day. I mean, me and him have had our tussles, but we're good friends. And I'm really pleased for him at this moment in time because they've had a bit of a rough run of it recently, and you know he'll carry the gold roof, you know, really well.
Yeah, you had a bit of a tangle and a battle with Frankie Jr. out there as well.
Yeah, Frankie loaded me in on first corner, and I caught him back up again, and I passed him, and perhaps I should have just kept a tighter line, but I thought he were going to load me up again, so I went in a bit fast and nearly clipped a parked car, and I couldn't get on him again after that. But I mean, you know, that's stock car racing at the end of the day. We survived the first bend and we come home third, so you know, I'll be happy, man, tonight.
I guess you're looking forward to the Sky Sport pictures. Good to see them here tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see a bit of mainstream coverage for this sport. It's a brilliant sport we've got here. Unfortunately, it doesn't show how good it is often enough. I mean, tonight the atmosphere is brilliant. We went round on that lap of honour and the crowd were electric. And I want to thank everybody out there because it really does give us lads a lift as well, seeing you so appreciative of what we're trying to do. We're out to entertain you, and I hope we've done that.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Smith, come on, let's hear it for him. Up on the road. Andy Smith, third place in the World Championship final. But anyway, if you can move back just a bit. Sorry about that, Rob. We're pulling you all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2001 World Champion. He doesn't mind. He's happy tonight. He's Rob Speak. How do you feel, Rob?
Over the moon tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Like Andy Smith said, the atmosphere here tonight is better than anything. And winning is just absolutely superb. I can't put in words how I feel.
Okay, so first start in the World Final. Of course, there was that massive pile-up up there on the East Bend. What did you see of that?
Yeah, first start was absolutely excellent for me. Andy thought I was going to give him the big one, and he overrun the corner. I just chucked up his inside, and I was aware. A stoppage, and then next corner, Frank overrun the corner with Smithy, and I was underneath, and I was away again. So absolutely brilliant for me.
That car was absolutely flying tonight. It really was motoring. You must be chuffed a bit. You seem to get the job done right on that.
Yeah, I'm very happy. We come here last tennis for 2 weeks ago, and in the Grand National I thought it was absolutely flying. We never touched it, and we just put some new tyres on it. I didn't come here for practice or anything. I thought the car was that good, and tonight it was that good.
Okay, just a quick look back at the Formula 2 World Final. I don't know, did you see the race at all, Rob?
I didn't. Unfortunately, my wife isn't very well. She was in hospital that day, so I didn't end up to see Daz I didn't see Daz Kitson win it, but I'm over the moon that he did do, so good.
Yeah, best wishes to your wife from everybody here tonight, I'm sure. Rob Speak, thank you very, very much. 2001 World and European Champion, BriSCA Formula 1.
Thank you.
Once again, we're underway. Right in on that turn. Oh, once again, it's Rob Speak who's gone for it. That turn. Now it's Junior Wayman moving after him very quickly. Coming out of 3-4. In the home stretch, it's Rob Speak. He's gone number 3-1-8. Number 3-9. Number 73. Down that far side. Number 3-9. Rob Speak still there with just 2 laps to go. Junior Wayman in car number 515. But you're still bringing the opposition to the side. Andrew Smith through that third place. You can see the rear wheels glowing as he comes around that turn. Speak get just a little bit steadily now as they go through on the last lap. Rob Speak in car number 318, just inching his way through, and it looks as if he's going to take his championship title as he hurls down the back straight into 3 and 4 for the last time. And there it is, the checker flag, and it's going to be Rob Speak in car number 318 who takes it. Rob Speak is the new BriSCA Formula 1 World Champion 2001 from Junior Wayman in 5.15 and Andrew Smith in 3.91.
En dames en heren, de winnaar en de nieuwe wereldkampioen. Hier komt Jonas uit de finish, 318, Robbie Speak!
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the presentation and everything in just a moment or two. There go the red flags. But my goodness me, he did it once, he did it twice, he got away, he took everything before him, and the 7 or 8 times Formula 2 World Champion becomes for the first time the Formula 1 World Champion.
Dames en heren, mag ik een applausje voor de nummer 318, Robbie Speak! De nieuwe wereldkampioen, dames en heren, wereldkampioen stokker Formule 1, nadat hij 6 keer, 6 times werd, 6-time World Champion stokker, 6 of 7 times, 7 keer wereldkampioen stokker Formule 2, 1 jaar meegedaan. Dit is het tweede jaar dat hij meedoet aan het wereldkampioenschap stokker Formule 1. En jawel, de tweede keer en de eerste keer dat hij wereldkampioen wordt in de stokker Formule 1, nummer 318, Rob Speak!
Tremendous stuff indeed. The presentation will be made in a moment. We've got trophies which will be presented as well.
After 8 minutes and 20 seconds, we're going to be counting down with you. Will be the Future 500 victor for this event. This has helped get loads of white graders and yellow graders here. Not a lot of cars out there, but it's an important one this for these guys. We're looking for stars of the future. We're looking for drivers with staying power, total commitment, pure brutality, and the lust to win. £1,000 under floodlights in front of a great big crowd. Give them some encouragement as they go by. The Future 500, 8 minutes and 20 seconds, a marathon of a race. A marathon of a race. It's a huge race with a big prize, big crowd, chance for glory for these lower grade drivers. Let's go racing, let's go racing.
The green flag then is down and these lads are on the way. Mark Simmons in car number 271, he was the man that was on the receiving end of all the problems at the last meeting there. So it's car number 283, he was pulling away out of that far side. He's really having a go there, car number 283. Coming out of that turn, hoping to get away. Oh, and there's trouble on that top turn as well. So it's 283, that's the man. Oh, look at this, coming broadside down the track. Who else is going to bowl into him there? There's Mark Simmons is spun round again, right in front of race control, right in the middle of the track. Let's hope that he can get that restarted. He gets it fired up and he's away, which is fortunate. So it's car number 283, that's the man who's leading the pack at the moment. Belting down there, Derek Wass at car number 283. Number 11, this is on time as they go through. Wass at car number 283, streets ahead of the rest of the pack at the moment. Off goes Russo in car number 49 and almost clubbering a car that was attempting to pull off as well. But it's Wass goes, there's trouble over on that top turn once again. Young Stuart Fellows in car number 13. Chasing Mark Hall in car number 276 as they go down there. All these whites and yellows. Tim Warwick hoping to get through, perhaps at car number 307, hoping to have a go. And let's see what happens.
Yes, indeed, as we look down the field, 117 makes his way round the east bend, it comes smooth past race control, gets that inside line, and keep an eye on that 117, making steady progress through the field, and this battle set to continues. 283, who's your leader, 65 in second place, and look at this for a race, a whole host of yellow tops and white tops screaming round this Hensford circuit. And look at 91 gets in a good move there, in a good position as he goes round that west bend, and 91 will floor it as he goes down that back straight. 91 making good progress. 327 doing okay, and a little bit of a slide there from the number 11 car, but controls it well as we look to that east bend. 65 comes round, that second place man, the 65 comes back. Race control, and it's all getting a bit mixed up now as they go for it. Don't forget, it's 8 minutes and 20 seconds. These cars have got a last 4, and we're expecting 1 or 2 casualties as this race continues.
So it's down to 6 minutes as they go roaring through again. Well, certainly was last time round. we've got a casualty there in the shape of Consolation, car number 75. He pulls up to the safety centre. There's still, it's 5 to go, 5 minutes to go. 276 and 282 go rolling through again. It's certainly still Ross, I think, in car number 283 who's leading the pack. We'll just check that as they come through again next time. Lots of cars still circulating. Bumpers going in, and Ross is the man who popped it in there in car number 283. And in second place is the number 65 car of Ian Stirk. Stirk cracking his way down the home straight in an effort to get a bit closer to Ross. And there's all sorts of problems over on the far side. And it looks as if we've got Tim Warwick in a whole heap of trouble in car number 307. With what could be quite serious engine problems, and he's brought to a halt another driver.
And it's still 283, safely past those back markers, but the 65 car now starts to make a move with 5 minutes to go. And let's keep an eye on this battle for the lead between 65 and 283. 117 in the thick of it as well, as they all go round that west bend, and it's a question of who can hold on. You've got to keep focused, got to keep concentrated, as they all come past race control. It's a do or die situation for some of these drivers. They've made the long journey to be with us here tonight. 82 is your new leader. And still these cars keep coming. '74 comes past, they all come past race control. 83 making moves. 91 looking good, as is 81 and 117 as well. And we're at the halfway stage and over to Bev.
And so these cars still streaking around here, those to the left. Interesting to see as they come through who's heading the pack. There's the 117 car going through. Howard Davis at 327. Trophies for first, second and third in this one, and a bit of an unusual. So it's 82, that's the lead car. 82. The lead car. That's the one that's leading it Norwich with others dropping back. The second place man is number 117. A time ticking away. This is a time race, remember. It really doesn't matter how many laps are done. That's secondary as far as this is concerned. There's the second place man certainly through there in car number 117. Second man easing his way. The lead car racking his way through nicely. And there it goes, and it's 3 minutes.
And there's a lot of daylight now between that lead car of 82 and that chasing car of 117. I don't think 117 is going to do it. It's going to take a major mishap for 82 to lose this race. Although this is stock car racing, stranger things have happened, but just needs to keep cool, calm, collective, keep focused. Don't get involved in any back markers, and put the pressure in turn on that 117 car to catch him as 117 powers it down the back straight. 117 praying and hoping that something's going to happen to this 82 car in the forms of mechanical failure. And who knows, as 82 picks his way safely through the back markers. They go down that west bend. 117 still chasing hard, still got a couple of back markers to get past, but a good cushion from 82, a good bit of daylight between himself and this second place man of 117, and the laps winding down all the time. And 117 can safely pass these back markers and go down that west bend. Going to flaunt it as they go down that back straight. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go, Bev.
So it's Steve Thomas then with just 2 minutes to go. He's the man in car number 82 who's in the lead from the number 117 car over Rob Scullin in that second position. That's how it appears to be anyway. That's the information that we're getting. Thomas coming through there. That's the man who's in the lead. Steve Thomas in car number 82. Rob Scullin in car number 117. Some way behind, but he's in that second place. Howard Davis still circulating in car number 327. So Stan Driscoll in car number 174. But this is a great one for Steve. As he comes around, Steve Taylor in car number 82, really ripping his way around here and looking at this stage all set to take the trophies. We'll just see who's going to be called down as they come through. The minutes now and seconds still ticking by, but it's number 82. That's the man who's leading the pack around that turn again, with Scriven a little way behind in car number 117.
And looks like 82 is going to take some stopping from this position now. He's drove a superb race. 117 had no answer for him whatsoever. The prize money, the £1,000, is going in 82's wallet. He absolutely powers it down that back straight. They have a good, solid, clean race. Just a couple of back markers to pick his way through as he goes past race control. Powers it into that West Bend. Got the 65 car right in front of him. Take no silly risks at this stage. He's out and clears under no pressure from the second place man. Just gives that 65 car nudge saying, move over, I'm coming through. 65 refused to yield, but 65 gets a little bit sideways. 65 going very wide upon that East Bend, but West Bend, but controls it well. And there is absolutely nothing to stop this 82 car at all. We look down the field, 117, about half a lap behind in second place at this present moment in time. And the prize money, Bev, looks as though it's going 82's way. And it's going to be checkered flag by the look of it, Bev.
Okay, so it looks as if we're getting that checkered flag ready. Mr. Starter gets it down, and down it goes. First man was certainly across the line, and he's going to be very much richer as a result of that event. Waiting for the rest of them to come through, but that's over 500 seconds. Trophy presentations will be made over on the far side. First, second, and third are there. Red flags go out at that. Red flags are out, and that brings that one to an end. Well, there's something just a little bit different.
31 cars, one huge race, a desperate attempt to get through.
Ain and Dirtic Autos up the bond. There's a race hard over Zestine Rondon.
If you've seen a young girl around, 13 years old, Stacey Rudgens, Dutch girl, Stacey Rudgens, please. Come to race control. The building is welcome on the outside. Stacey Rudgens, please. The race control now. We've got another answer in a second, but there, the Consolation event, absolutely nail-biting.
Looks as if it will be. Keep your eyes on Madam Starfish. That's the green flag on that way. Lots of cars. Stars certainly got it all to do. That there is little doubt. The man leading the pack is number 49 in Norwich. Over that far side, the first, the second half of the field, safely around turns 1 and 2. And already beginning to make progress to the blues and the reds, which is not altogether surprising. Finnegan goes by in car number 155, and he was doing all sorts of oddball things then as he went through. Ansel Magona looks like he's there in car number 288. There's Russell in car number 49 who's leading. Driscoll going nicely, car number 174. He rattles his way down there back straight into turns 3 and 4, back again. Obagona goes by in car number 88, but it's Russell in car number 49. From what could be number 35 in that second place. Fretting maybe in that second place in car number 35. We'll just check that through. They come next time. But just look at that man flying down to the back straight there. And I bet we know who that is, because he's really got the bit between his teeth and hammering his way around here. He's none other than James Potter in car number 10. The Coventry ace really thrashing his way around that car there. And first, second and third now very close as they go down the back straight. Whoa, and the bumper's going in there. There is Brett Hinkers on the receiving end. Car number 835, he was put out wide, and the man who put it through there was James Potter in car number 10. Briscoe was in the position as well in car number 174. Oh, and that's Potter who's got out wide on that turn. We're going to get all sorts of trouble on that bottom bend. As 1, 2, 3 of them are all spun round, including Mick Hose in car number 8. And we've got a new leader as they come through. Oh, have we? No, Potter's found his way through by the look of it in car number 10. A quite incredible performance, because he went out wide. All hell broke loose behind him, but he got away. And it's Potter who's really opened it up, and Henk is still there as well in car number 35 by the look of it. Then could that be Coney de Broom in car number 9? Well, we'll have to wait and see. It looks as if it might be more trouble down here. Hey, and that was a bit close as the leaders come through again. Potter in car number 10 by the look of it. Still there, I think, from Fred Hink, the Dutchman, in car number 35. Really giving Potter some stick. Number 240 comes to a halt right by the pit gate there. That's Henk Jan Ronitz in car number 240. And all sorts of things banging out on the top turn. Still Potter. Look at Hink going though. My goodness me. If that is Hink in car number 35, he really is going. So we go roaring through there. Potter in car number 10. Coming through there nicely. And moving up to the halfway stage, and there's a lot of motors boiling away on the centre. The pace is really a hot one. Potter really thrashing his way around this henchman oval at an incredible rate of knots. And I'm just still wondering if the second place will indeed for him in car number 35, which well it might be. But if it is, all credit to him, and also to the other cars that are out there, because that looks like Mick Harrison going well in car number 8. Just checking them through again as they go rattling through 38, 260, whoops, and several casualties as you can see, including Ivan Pritchard out there in this consolation event. Will there be enough? Looks as if age 29 is still there. So it's 10 in the lead, James Potter on 35, and word to the lead, there's a Dutchman also in third place. That's, I think, that's age 29, Dirk Granada, could well be up there. Problems up on the top turn. Oh my goodness me, more than one a problem. Several of them there, but has it affected the lead car? Well, we'll find out in just a moment or two. Axel Nice goes through in his car, number 39. The rest, well, they're still motoring very, very strongly. Kronda goes through in car number 217, and so does the Australian in car number 1. Peter Fording in car number 33. Dave Beresford still there in car number 260. And all sorts of things happening on that top turn, which has really sorted the men from the boys. We're just picking it up again as they come into the home straight. The Australian goes through, so does Peter Fording. 3-lap board is out. 2 laps to go. They all go thrashing the way down there, and those bumpers are going in. Potter really sticking it in all the way down there, and he's not the only one, because they really are playing nip and tuck down there. And has there been a change? Is the 152 car come through, or was the back mark? Well, it looks as if that might be the case. Oh, and more trouble down there. Beresford involved, he's gone, and 152's gone. The leader that was has undergone. So it's back to 10, James Potter in car number 10. He's the man. Is he going to take the checkered flag? It looks as if he is. Potter in car number 10. Possibly from Keith Chambers in car number 250. But that really was a cracker, and there were 2 extremely big hits. One at the bottom turn and one at this turn. As the checkered flag goes down, we keep racing until the bitter end. Places still being disputed, but Potter, James, could well be the man driving car number 10 to victory. The red flags are out. Another cracker there then, and it is confirmed quickly as James Potter. Nick, a really fast one that.
I believe it was one here, I think.
Yeah, indeed, it was one here. He just flew around. Everybody said, I think James is back, and then all of a sudden, by God, he was back in a big, big way. And here he is, still repeating the performance, being given a trophy over there, and an opportunity in a moment to give him a big, deserved shout.
Yeah, James Potter, the man that did those fantastic donuts at Rockingham, just like Nigel Mansell did, and in the very same place as well. Different kind of car, but certainly got those tyres very, very hot that afternoon. Well done to him. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, put your hands together. A great drive in tonight's consolation race. James Potter. James Potter, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for James Potter. James Potter up there on turns 3 and 4 up there in the stand. Give him a wave, let him see you up there. James Potter. Well, now James on his lap of honour joins us on this side of the raceway, the pit side of the raceway, so many people spectating this side as well. Come on, let's give him a cheer. Give him a big cheer. He's done a good job here tonight. Wins the Star Tracks Indoor Karting Consolation Race. James Potter. Well, pit stops at Rockingham. We got pit stops here at the Hennesford Raceway. Look at the Mark Gilbank car. The tyres have come out. They're frantically trying to get these tyres changed. They haven't got a lot of time. We do need to press on with this meeting final as soon as we possibly can. So grid it up. We really do need to get this meeting final underway now.
Lots of them out there for this one. Howard Davis, car number 327, roaring down the inside of the circuit to take his place amongst the yellows. This, tonight's feature final. Lots of cars out there. Plenty up on that level of the week. So they'll get them on the move just as soon as we can. Another big field of cars. 28 cars on the grid. Octon 20 Autos up the barn. There's a race hard over 20 London. And that away. Moving down there. This one could be quite interesting as they start to sort themselves out. Formula One stock cars belting down the home straight into the... No real problems yet, although Les Spencer's just had one in car number 98. And here's the leader coming down the home stretch. Going underneath the starters roster, roaring away there nicely. It looks like Fred Hink in car number 35. Down that back straight he goes. Mark Gilbank, long like the clappers in car number 21 over on that far side. He puts 2 or 3 cars behind him on that back straight as Hink comes through in car number 35. Up there nicely, Fred Hink, the man from Holland, leading in the early stages of this event. Will we get a Dutch win? Scullen's up there. Neil Scullen in car number 152. He's just used the bumper on the car in front to try and move it aside. Has he done so? He has. Pushed it out wide and come underneath him. The man who was there was John Wright in car number 128. It was Wright, in fact, who was shoved out on that turn. Gilbank still going nicely. A little bit further down the field, we've got the star men, the superstars, beginning to make a bit of an impression. Not the least, Andrew Smith, by the look of it, in car number 391. Comes out of that turn. Sweeps past Mel Brown in car number 34 to move up a plate. Over on the far side. They're certainly running riot as they come out through there. And have we got a change? It looks as if we have. It's Neil Scullen in car number 152 who's gone into the lead from Fred Hinkey from Holland in car number 35. Derek Fairhurst up in third place in car number 218. He goes out there a little bit wide. And the places could change just a little bit more as they go belting again. Down that back straight, a gentle little nudge on the car in front. We'll surely see Andrew Smith move up a place, which indeed he does again. Cracks just straight through there. And it was Gilbank, I think, who was on the receiving end of that in car number 21 as Andrew Smith moves up the place. Meanwhile, back up front, it's Scullen who was leading, and indeed still is. Scullen in car number 152. From Andrew Smith in car number 391. He's moved up into second place. And as we move away in this feature final, it's Mark Gilbank in third place in car number 21. Ray Witt's going nicely in car number 182 as he picks 1 or 2 people off as they go down the far side. Junior Wayman not too far behind him in car number 515. Trouble with the top car right in the middle of the turn, but it looks as if it's backing off. Looking for an opportunity to try and open up the track, which indeed he's done, so there's no slowing in the race. Still the leader, 152, Neil Scullen coming out of turn 4, down the straightaway, underneath the starters roster, being pursued by Andrew Smith in car number 391 and Mark Gilbank in car number 21, first, second, and third. Oh! And that's Junior Wayman, I think, who's just done all sorts of strange things. He's just gone broadside down the track and into the fence on turn 2. Junior Wayman in, making a very unusual error there and doing all sorts of strange things. He's gone. So let's get back to see what's happening down here in front of us as Ray Witts motors through in car number 180. It's still Scullen in car number 152. He's got to be there. Axel nice to go by. Another one of our Dutch friends, 152 is still there. And just look at this as they go rattling through again. Interesting to see exactly what's happening as Gilbank is up there in car number 21, giving some grief. Any moment now to Scullen. 27 is down there. Number 2, Paul Harrison is there. Back there, that's just... Oh, yeah. So, on the far side. Oh, and who's that gone in a big style over on that far side? So the leader's going through again, really going with 5 of the oops. And they've all slowed down over there because of that problem. Car coming to a sudden halt over on that centre there. And they're all slowing down for quite obvious reasons. They couldn't see anything that was happening. So the 3-lap board is out at the closing stages of this event. Off goes 391. He's actually back the leader. Andrew Smith at car number 391. As they come through the smoke over on the far side, it was caused by that car, creating all sorts of problems as he rolled off over on that far side. So it's Andrew Smith at car number 391. Oh, and what was that that's just gone? Calder must be up there, I think, in car number 217. But that was Axel Nace that's just disappeared down there in fine style, driving car number 32. Out he went. Andrew Smith at car number 391. From 152 in second place. John Lund going nicely in car number 53. So the laps tick by. 3 laps to go. Drie, Rondon to Khan. 3 laps to go for this in the final stages of this feature final of today's meeting. Who's going to take it? Well, Andrew Smith obviously well placed in car number 391. There he goes. Second and third men really hammering it around there nicely. 50 goes through. So does 34. Mal Brown and Cronder in car number 217. John Lund in car number 53. The laps are ticking by. They have ticked by. The checkered flag's been prepared for Andrew Smith in car number 391. Down go to the checkered. Second man through. Third man through. But they keep going all the way, please, if they would. Trophies for first, second and third places. Even going for a little while longer. Still racing until those reds go out, and those reds haven't gone yet. But they are now. Out go the red flags, and tonight's feature final, sponsored by Baldwin Motorhomes, Richard Baldwin Motorhomes, comes to an end with 3 handsome trophies to be presented to first, second and third. Okay, so we know who they are. 91 Andrew Smith first across the line. And the presentations are taking place over there. Are we doing them in reverse order? Yes, I think we are. So, in reverse order, taking the third place trophy, being presented by Miss Sarah Baldwin, number 2, Paul Harrison. In second place, receiving his trophy, 152, Neil Scuthan. Shortly, and the winner of the main event here at Hensford Hills Raceway tonight, 391, Andrew Smith.
Andy Smith just having an interview with Sky Television over on the far side. Remember, these are the pictures that you'll be able to see on Sky in a few weeks' time. If you'd like to find out when it's going to be on, we'll have to tell you on the Inca Race website, www.incarace.co.uk. You'll find out when the Sky Television programme's on, Bev.
And a special presentation, ladies and gentlemen, being made over there on behalf of the BriSCA Promoters Association to John Lund, celebrating 200 final wins, the 200th of which he took here at Hensford Hills Raceway just a fortnight or so ago.
And as they head off, it's now your chance to applaud as our final winner of the night, the ever popular, the always aggressive and the totally compelling driver, Andy Smith, 391, taking the final tonight.
Put your hands together if you would, ladies and gentlemen, all the way around turns 3 and 4 there, come on. The first, second and third in the feature final, sponsored by Richard Baldwin Motorhomes, plus of course John Lund there with his Special Achievement Award. Well done, Andrew, congratulations. Looking very happy young man. Here are the other 3 drivers involved in that presentation. Neil Scuthan and Paul Harrison, and John Lund at number 53 with his Achievement Award. Let's have it. Let's have it all the way around that turn, please. Come on, come on, come on. We know it's a little bit damp out there, but they certainly have had our lives brightened considerably despite the weather by some fantastic action out there on track. And there's still a little bit more to come yet.
Hampton Hills Raceway. Once again, we'll be doing it tomorrow in the sunshine all the way through at Northampton International Raceway with F2s, F1s and all the rest. Just a short pause in this Grand National. This will be over 16 laps of this Hensford Hills Raceway. Less mud, more thud. Let's see how they go. Big names lurking in the back of the grid. We're looking for a big up and a big out here. Last race of the night. We'll be saying goodbye after this one, but we would like at this moment to thank you for being here under floodlights. Fastest oval raceway in Europe. We have a yellow, we have a yellow. We're racing.
So away they go. Negative orders up the bottom. Deze race gaat over 16 London and they are flying into that turn. A little bit on the slippy, tricky side maybe, but they sort themselves out. The leader trying to fly away extremely quickly. Remember, of course, that as the winner of the final, Andrew Smith has started at the front of the pack. So as the leaders come into the home stretch, which in fact number 23 is number 1. And all of them getting stuck in down there, going a little bit around the wide side, getting used to it there. Mal Brown in car number 34. He's just slotting in the 1, 2, 3, 4th place at the moment. Nick Smith at car number 51, he looks as if he's in for this one, trying desperately hard to get up front. Well, it's overseas visitors at the moment who are there. And over on that far side, they're still flying around very, very quickly indeed. Looks as if it could be the New Zealand. We'll just check that as it come through. It's one of the New Zealanders who's in the lead at the moment. He comes down the home straight. There he is. It's NZ11.
En iemand uit Nieuw-Zeeland en de leiding, dames en heren. We zien hier Ron Kroonte langzaam naar voren komen. Ron Kroonte ligt op dit moment op een 1, 2, 3, 4, 5e plaats. Oh, en daar gaat hij te ver. Daar gaat hij te ver en dat probeert natuurlijk Gerkenstel nog even bij Ron Kroonte te komen. Ron Kroonte snel, dames en heren. Hier komt de leider in de wedstrijd. Niet nummer 399. Dat is nummer 1. Dan hebben we nummer 2. Dan hebben we hier nummer 3. En oh, hier komt Gerkenstel. 4, 5, 6. En hier gaat hij door de bocht. En we zien Ron Kroonte nu op een 3e plaats. Ron Kroonte op een 3e plaats. Nee, Ron Kroonte op een 2e plaats. Ron Kroonte heeft take over the second.
So it looks as if Kroonte in fact is doing quite nicely. Car number 217 as he comes out of that turn. We've got a problem with Gary Costello who pulls off, which is not surprising. In car number 247 comes on, and it looks as if Ron Kroonte is in 3rd position. Well, with his expertise, he might well pull that back over this track here, and it looks too as if that could well be John Lundin, car number 53, who's in the placings. First and second cars go motoring through very quickly indeed. There is Cundra in car number 217, and then John Lundin, car number 53. Nick Smith still belting his way around there in car number 51. Coming out of that turn there, lots of spray coming up from these cars as they fly through the air. There they go. Nick Smith at car number 51. And that's the situation at this stage in the racing.
Ja, nummer 1 in de leider in de wedstrijd, nummer 51. Op de tweede plaats is nummer Z11 uit Nieuw-Zeeland. En op een 3e plaats onze Ron Kroonte uit Nederland. Ron Kroonte hier op een 3e plaats. Op de eerste plaats dan komt hij weer nummer 51. Dan nummer 111. En dan hebben we hier nummer 217. Ron Kroonte, dames en heren, gesponsord natuurlijk, ja dat weten we allemaal, door Van Halen uit Doetinchem. Die 500 gulden gezet hebben voor de eerste 3. Van Halen uit Doetinchem, nummer 217. Dat is de 3e plaats voor de Nederlander Ron Kroonte.
All of them motoring very quickly. Still motoring quickly despite the fact that they've had a very busy afternoon indeed. Out of that top turn they come again. All the cars, Henk Janonic is amongst them in car number 240, but the leader is really pulling off there, showing his medal there, 51. And Conda is in 3rd position, still there, closing up, certainly shortening the distance between 2nd and 3rd places as they go down that far side. Nick Smith, is the man leading, car number 51, with the New Zealander in 2nd place, and Ron Conda closing.
En Ron Kroonte, dames en heren, komt dichterbij bij de man uit Nieuw-Zeeland. Ron Kroonte komt steeds dichterbij. Zal hij dadelijk bij de bumper kunnen? Oh, hij gaat te hard in de bocht, zodat hij dus naar buiten gaat driften. Maar de leider in de wedstrijd is steeds nummer 51. Nummer 51 is de leider in de wedstrijd. Op de tweede plaats, daar pakt Ron Kroonte. De tweede plaats of de 3e plaats. Zou hij de tweede plaats kunnen pakken? Maar dan kijkt hier, dames en heren, voor de volgende bocht. Ron Kroonte, nummer 217. En daar gaat Ron Kroonte naar de tweede plaats. Naar de tweede plaats is Ron Kroonte in de grote finale hier in Engeland. Op de tweede plaats, nummer 1 is nummer 51. Bijbel.
Oh, and that far side, and it's all certainly still happening. Oh, and the New Zealander trying to return the compliment on Conda, but it's still Nick Smith in car number 51. Nick Smith is actually leading. Conda's moved up there, that 2nd place in car number 217. Desperately anxious to see if he can get close enough. Then the NZ11 car, Brian Musgrove trying to come back on the inside, but Conda's too quick despite the fact that they're down wide. Conda now chasing after Nick Smith in car number 51. Once again closing the gap down rapidly. John Lund is coming into the picture as well. Just at there's just 2 laps to go. Knock 3 on the down, 2 laps to go. We're in fact 1.5 now, but we'll just go through to see what Ron Conda's doing.
Iets geloosig op, hij komt dichterbij. Hij komt dichterbij, de leider in de wedstrijd, nummer 51. Ron Kroon op de tweede baan. Met de laatste ronde te gaan. Zou het dan toch gaan lukken? Zou het hier gaan lukken? Nee, dames en heren. Dat ging net te ver. Jammer voor die Ron Kroon. Maar de laatste boog met. Take over de laatste. Yes! De winnaar!
A little bit of English stock car racing from Ron Kroon down to 217, backed away the leader right on the last turn, and again that's what he should be all about. He is going to take a trophy home with him. Really superb that. 1 or 2 more to come through. They're still racing around for the lower placings, but
Ja, Bev Greenhoff, nummer 217, Ron Kroon wint hier in Engeland de finale. That's a long time ago that a Dutchman win a final after the world final. Nummer 1 en winnaar van deze wedstrijd, nummer 217, Ron Kroon, dames en heren. Het is niet te filmen hoe mooi en hoe fijn dat u weet. De winnaar hier tijdens deze grote finale, Ron Kroon met nummer 217, Bev Greenhoff.
There we are. We have Ron Kroon there, ready to go onto the rostrum, I hope, and take his trophy. The trophy's there. It's on its way.
And Bev, as the Grand National Trophy heads out to be presented, what a cracking finale. The winning driver, just driving off through the pit gates, 217, but we'll get him out there to present. If you're off now and things drawn to a close, things drawing to a close, of course, as we reach our curfew here at Hensford Raceway as the proceedings.
Dus de bussen hebben we moeten verplaatsen op het grasveld.
In style with a win in the Grand National event. Coming off turn 4, Ron Kroon is your last winner of the day. Rob Speak though, the new world champion, and well, will we hear the last of that? Well done to Ron Kroon, taking the win in the final event of the night.
Ja, dames en heren, een applausje nog voor Ron Kroon. Hij won de laatste race van deze dag. Ron Kroon uit Nederland, een behoorlijke prestatie. Dan nog even de bussen van Sunstrat Travel hebben we moeten verplaatsen. Als u de berg afloopt en u komt onder bij de pub, dan ziet u waarschijnlijk links op de weg de bussen staan. U moet daar blijven wachten.